SportsCenter.
Well, the decision finally has been made. LeBron James is headed east to join the Philadelphia 76ers. He signs a 2-year, $8 million deal with the second year being a player option. James says this is his final free agency choice. He enters a record-breaking 24th season. He says, quote, I believe I can help make Philly a championship team. I'm excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time.
SportsCenter brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagle. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On the road again, out at Retama Park. Yes, this is the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy to have you along this Friday afternoon. We have made it to Friday. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix, and it's good to be out at Retama Park.
Always fun to be at Retama Park. Better this week because there's no camels involved at Retama Park. But I'm just going to start the show by reading a text from a loyal listener and good friend, Lisa Gillespie. I'm excited to hear today's show because I know Joe's already going to be cranky talking about LeBron. Happy Friday, guys.
You know what, actually, Lisa, I am extremely happy. We can all get on with our lives now. I don't have to see the LeBron watch every day, and it's like so I'm actually kind of happy. I can sleep at night now, and not that I've lost a wink over where LeBron was going to go, but, I mean, everybody else seems to, and that's all you hear about. So I'm actually very happy, Lisa. I hope that doesn't disappoint you.
Yeah, well, and we know you're all full of horse crap. You're happy. The only thing you're happy about is LeBron James waited until Stephen A. Smith's show was done and then announced it.
And the formerly known as the Morning Huddle.
Oh, yeah, Rob and AJ. Although LeBron doesn't give a damn about Rob and AJ.
No, he doesn't.
And I don't know if he gives a damn about Stephen A. Smith, but I did find it was funny that show ends and then here comes the tweet. And, make Stephen A. stew on it over the weekend. And but he did make his announcement, and he made his announcement before our show. And what you're happy about is we get 4 hours of now talking about LeBron James, which I know you're excited about.
No, we're not going to talk 4 hours about LeBron James. I can promise you that. But, I will steer it somehow away
I don't know.
From LeBron.
I mean, the reality, though, is it is a story.
It is.
On a variety of levels, and it's worthy of the discussion. The way he announced it just on Twitter, no fancy video, no fancy TV show. And quite honestly, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, the biggest surprise is he actually made a really good basketball decision. He didn't make a business decision. He didn't make a decision that's best for his family. He even says that. He wants to go get another ring. And there's nothing wrong with ring chasing at any point. You're playing to win, and you go to a team that was already going to be considered one of the favorites in the East. And now you add a LeBron James and what he brings, and tell me who is better in the Eastern Conference if those dudes can stay healthy.
Well, according to everybody, I guess the Knicks are still the favorite over there. Look, here's what we both have videos up on the San Antonio Sports Star socials. Mine, I asked the question, and I really want to know the answer to this. LeBron James is going to be the 4th, maybe 5th option on that 76er team. He was pissed he was the 3rd option on the Lakers team. So how is that going to mesh? How is that going to fit in? Is he gonna come off the bench? Will he start? And if he starts, who goes to the bench? They've got a lot of problems. Look, it's rich people problems. It is rich people problems, I will admit, but there's some things there that Nick Nurse has got to figure out. And how's that going to play out?
Well, I mean, LeBron is going to start. He is LeBron James, but your starting 5 is likely to be Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid when he's healthy. And again, Joel Embiid when he's healthy is always the question, but that is a dangerous starting five. And I don't know how unhappy LeBron was being the third option in LA. I felt like that dude truly accepted his role, that when they added Luka, that Luka was the number one option. And he took the backseat to Austin Reeves and stayed a great teammate. And when those two got hurt, he was able to pick up the pieces and carry the load. Any team would benefit from having a LeBron James. There are very few teams at this point in his career that he's the difference maker of winning a championship. But you look at that group in Philadelphia, and now you add in a LeBron James, and whatever it is he offers, obviously there's still one basketball. His touches, all of that's going to go down. But Philadelphia is again, on paper, scary good. Now,
They were scary good before he got there.
well, that's what I mean. That makes them even scarier. They got better. Their odds, according to Bet Online, their opening odds for next year started at 50-1. After the trade for Jaylen Brown, they went to 25-1, and they are now 7-1 today after signing LeBron James, ahead of the New York Knicks that are 9-1. Again, according to Bet Online. San Antonio Spurs still the favorites at 5-2. Oklahoma City is second at 13-5.
Well, it's interesting. ESPN disagrees with that a little bit in their power rankings today, which we're going to get into a little bit later. They've got the Oklahoma City Thunder at number 1, Spurs at number 2.
I mean, but power rankings are different than betting odds.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. They obviously are still giving the Thunder a lot of respect when it comes to that. But we're going to talk about that coming up shortly. Here on the Blitz, but I'm happy that this has happened. It will be interesting to see what he did. I don't blame anybody for chasing a ring, and I never have.
Nope.
But it sounded like that's not what LeBron wanted to do. When you hear his agent talking about it, it was just he wanted to be happy and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So he's going to Philadelphia. He's going to have an opportunity in the East to chase a ring, at least to win the East. That's for sure. If everybody stays healthy. And we'll see. Philly, they overachieved last year.
Uh-huh.
I think everybody agrees with that. And LeBron, with just his knowledge, his experience, all of that, yes, I will admit and have to admit and don't mind admitting it's going to help Philadelphia.
And when you look at, all the things that Rich Paul was talking about, and we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, Philadelphia was the best basketball decision. But I also thought it would be the last place LeBron would go when you're talking about, would you rather spend a winter in Miami or Philadelphia? Where do you want to live? Now, I did see somebody tweeted out that, he'll probably live in New York. It's a 45-minute helicopter ride to Philadelphia from New York. So certainly that could be an option. But I am surprised that LeBron tweeted out how much he actually seriously considered retirement.
That was surprising.
And again, I just got to believe at this point, what is he going to BS about? So was he truly thinking, am I done or do I have it one more in it? He tweets, my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What am I really playing for at this point? And he wants to sacrifice all that kind of stuff. He wants another championship. And he can make Philadelphia a championship team. Now, I'm sure Wemby and SGA and others will have something to say about that, but that's the best basketball decision. And quite honestly, not the decision I expected based on the comments from his agent that all the different what's good for business and what's good for the family and all of that. Well, dude, you just want to play. Golden State, you're not winning a championship there. Yeah, that'd be fun. But what's the point if you're not truly going for a championship? I respect that. He made a good basketball decision because we'd be ripping him if he would have picked one of those other places that, they're going to be better, but they're not going to be championship good.
I wouldn't be ripping him. I'm happy that we can all get on with our lives now.
Wow.
And everything's fine, and we don't have to worry about Diva LeBron, where he's going to go and who he's going to play for. And LeBron watched today, and he hasn't made a decision yet today, and his agent says he's not going to make a decision today. And
Did you eat the spicy nachos earlier?
Enough already.
Wow.
And so I'm very happy about this.
Wow.
we got the decision finally. We can get on with life.
You know who's probably happiest that LeBron James made his decision today?
Who?
Tony Romo.
Oh my gosh.
Tony Romo.
Tony
will not be leading all the shows with his OWI because of LeBron James, and I don't know that I've ever heard the term OWI, but
I haven't either.
He got arrested last night in Milwaukee for driving under the influence or operating a vehicle while intoxicated, or whatever OWI stands for. And his mugshot,
goofy as hell.
That's a guy that just doesn't seem to give a damn.
Well, it's sad again in this day and time. Take Uber. That's the best way to do it. But unfortunately for Tony Romo, I don't know if that'll have any ramifications on his CBS gig or what. But I guess we will have to wait and see. LeBron James is the story. What do you think about that? We may have a poll pledge. Did LeBron make the right decision? Are you happy with it? What do you think? Something to that effect?
Yeah. I think it should be a yes or no question based on Stephen Ledesma's comment there on YouTube. Joe's half-ass scream has me cracking up. Should we have Joe do that every 8 minutes, whether it's needed or not?
Well, we may have that. It might happen. You just never know. Depends on how much LeBron talk we get into. But I'm okay with that because, again, we can talk about that. And the internet's undefeated. You see the meme that's got a dude hanging on to the wing of an airplane?
Is that Bronny?
Bronny hanging on to LeBron's plane headed for Philadelphia?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know where Bronny is headed. Tom Guerrero is asking if he's coming to the Spurs. No.
No.
Well, and he is under contract
with
the Lakers. No.
He could go there if he wanted to.
I mean, David Jones Garcia has that spot. Yeah, Bronny ain't coming here. You know, Bronny's best place is probably Greece.
You know, at some point in time, as a dad, LeBron, you tell son, Bronny, dude, you got to fly on your own.
Bronny has
all I
earned
can do
it.
for you. You got $2 million because of me. There, go on.
Well,
fly, young man, fly.
Well, this is my thing. You go do your own thing. I'm in my lane.
Exactly.
It's funny because you know LeBron's on a private jet. You want him to fly? You want Bronny to fly commercial? Do you imagine Bronny? You know, boarding group 7 on Southwest with a middle seat.
Well, he's got over $2 million. He can afford to get a better seat, upgrade. Get his A-list preferred or whatever the hell that is. So he's going to be just fine. So that is the big topic today. If you want to comment on that, you're certainly welcome to. There's a lot of ways to do that. You can go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. You can like, subscribe, and comment there. Pledge has already got the poll up today. Did LeBron make the right decision today? Yes or no? So whatever you think, put that in there. And
real quick. For those saying no, and I know there's only 10 votes already, 55% say no. If you think LeBron did not make the right decision, in the comments, tell us why you think choosing Philadelphia was a bad decision for LeBron James.
Dude, I honestly think, and I'm just speculating here, everybody on our YouTube page that has voted, there were some Spurs fans holding out hope because Rich Paul was in town.
Oh, for $8 million, we should have signed him in San Antonio.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And if that's the reason, I'd like to know.
Yeah.
If that's your reasoning, then please let us know because you do it there. You give us a call, 656-3776, 656-ESPN. You get Jason at Jason Minix on Twitter. I'm at Joe Reinagle 210. We are live at Retama Park because they have live racing tonight, tomorrow night as well. And you come out here and party with us. Everybody's out here already betting some of the simulcast stuff, enjoying some good food and beverage. And you're more than welcome to do that too. Come on out and see us here at Retama Park. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
San Antonio Sports Star is sending our boys to see the boys. Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California begins Monday afternoon, August 3rd at 2. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP San Antonio, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Nobody builds a business without hearing a few reasons it won't work. Too risky, too crowded, too ambitious. But the people who move things forward usually hear those words first. Because growing a business takes more than optimism. It takes nerve, and eventually, a partner built for what's next. That's Next Rodeo. Big thinking, proven creative. For businesses still moving forward. Next Rodeo. The difference between the business you have and the business you want. Meet us at thenextrodeo.com.
The greatest shopping event of the summer is here. Macy's Black Friday and July sale is back, where you'll find 40 to 60% savings on all the hottest summer fashion and more. Don't wait. Get first dibs on everything you love about Black Friday shopping, from unbeatable sales across the store to curated styles for the season at lower than low prices. Head to Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday shopping adventure smack dab in the middle of summer. It's the can't miss sale of the month, Black Friday and July at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your savings? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Text SECURE to 989898.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Listen to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star on your Amazon or Google smart speaker and just say, Alexa, play 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
We're back here live at Retama Park. And a lot of activity here in the bar.
Clubhouse 95.
That's where we're at. And a lot of folks up here having a cold beer on a Friday afternoon, some good food as well. And they've got all kind of simulcast racing, whether you're into the horses. They've even got the dog races going on out here. And you can come out here and participate as well and well, I don't know, heckle us.
Well, I mean, you could do that, although why would you want to heckle us?
Well,
I mean, we just had a nice gentleman walk by, and of all things, a Jacksonville Jaguar saying that he listens to us every day, which we certainly appreciate. But big weekend for live racing here at Retama Park. Tonight is the big summer showdown, 6 incredible stakes races. And then tomorrow night, the Retama Park Derby, and over $630,000 in the futurity races with the Texas Quarter Horses. This is really Texas Quarter Horse Racing's biggest weekend here at Retama Park.
Well, it's always fun too when we're in here watching the simulcast races, and that's fun. But when you can see them live and roaming around the track the way that they do, man, that's always a lot of fun. So, and if you got a couple of bucks on it as well, that's always nice too.
Now the other thing too. Now we're inside right now at the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Last week when I was here for my long camel jockeying career, we were having dinner up here in Terrace Dining. If you guys have never done that, it's fantastic. The food is incredible, the service, the drinks, and all that, and air conditioning. Just saying. But that Terrace Dining experience is awesome. And then when you see the races, from this level, and did I mention it's air conditioned?
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Well, it is. I've never had the privilege of doing that, but obviously been in here in Clubhouse 95 quite a bit, and then out there on the floor and even outside in the
track level
in the grandstands. Yeah, and so anywhere you go, it doesn't really matter because there's always a good seat, and you're gonna see it and you're gonna enjoy yourself. You used to come out here all the time, dude. When I worked mornings at Ken's TV, I'd come out here and spend the afternoon with old Steve Hahn from the KISS days.
Absolutely.
And we would gamble on all these simulcast races, and I would just follow his lead because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Well, I mean,
but he did.
I think about. I'm surprised Steve's not in here right now. To be honest with you,
me too.
Now, if you're watching on YouTube, we certainly appreciate it. You can get to our YouTube page through sasportstar.com. There's a shortcut if you're already on YouTube. Go San Antonio Sports Star. Now, Pledge puts into AI to create the cover, and today's cover is odd. Now, this might surprise some of you, but Joe and I bitch about that every day. James, how did you come up with this, James? I mean, because all of them look awful, right?
They do.
Right now, somebody earlier on the comment section said that I look 70 in that. Now, if I look that good at 70, I think I'll be happy because that's 20 years from now. That's 10 minutes for Ryan.
You look good in that picture? Is that what you're assuming?
No, but if I were 70, I think I'd be pretty happy with that.
All right.
Although now one of the comments says, "What's worse, Tony Romo's mugshot or Jason Minix's thumbnail?" Now, and Eagle fans, spell my damn name right. You've been writing it long enough. But seriously. That's how bad that is. It's wonderful.
Well,
we're always very proud of those.
Well, it depends. Typically, we got the same look on our face. It is a different look. Again, I'm happy about it. Pledge's even got a little balloon thought that I've got coming out there. It's about damn time. And it is about damn time, LeBron. I'm glad you finally made that happen. But, what are you going to do? It's designed to be funny, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. And Franklin saying something that will never happen. We'll burn the internet down if that were to happen.
Well, the other thing Franklin said, Tony Romo arrested in Minneapolis. He was arrested in Wisconsin.
He's a Washington Redskins fan. I mean, he's not going to get anything right.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Now, when you look at the photo, and if you're watching on YouTube, Pledges put it back up there. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look that bad. But Ryan Eagle looks like I just farted.
That's
and that's what he's smelling.
Like. Yes. I made that comment earlier that, it looks like Minix just let one loose.
And if I'm 70, that's just naturally going to happen.
And it was, well, I guess.
It's good you kept your black hair at 70.
You know how that works. What's that?
I said, it's nice that you kept your black hair at 70.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, if and when I make 70, I think I'd be okay with that. At 52, I'm not. But that's part of it.
Well, there it is. The King makes his final decision. King James is now a Philadelphia 76ers. What is this? His fourth or fifth team? What is it for LeBron?
Did you watch Nation's Dumbest the other day?
I did not.
Because this would be the kind of question. Now, he's had multiple stops in Cleveland, right? But he's played for the Cavs.
All right.
He's played for the Heat.
Okay.
He's played for the Lakers.
Okay.
So this would be his fourth team.
His fifth stop, though,
his
right?
Fifth stop.
Yeah. I found it funny that the internet is undefeated. They showed a picture of Michael Jordan in a Washington Wizards jersey saying LeBron in Philly. And I mean, and you can see a lot of that in your career. I mean, look, Jordan was not exactly great with the Washington Wizards. It was his last stop. And you wonder how LeBron's going to be on this final stop of his journey with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Knowing where he's at, I think it's going to be just fine. Plus, you look at Shaq. How many teams did Shaq end up playing for? Barkley is the same way. Now, the Drew Show paid $10 for this comment. And I don't know where that money goes. It certainly doesn't go to us.
It doesn't go to us.
Past years weren't desperation, just a loud, undignified end to a Hall of Fame run. Gaslighting teammates and grandstanding with Rich Paul on Gimmick Podcast. Retirement was the right call.
Drew, I cannot agree with you more, my friend. I cannot tell you how much I agree with that statement. If he would have just decided, and if he was truly contemplating calling it a day, what the hell changed his mind?
It couldn't have been $8 million.
No,
but
$8 million to him is like you carrying around a 20.
I mean, the idea, although, and again, I can only take the man at his word on what he tweeted out. He still has that fire, that love of the game. He wants to put in the work. And every pro athlete that you and I have talked to on a personal level, play until they rip the jersey off your back. Now, I'm a big believer. I like what Tim Duncan did. That tank ain't empty, but I never want to show myself running out of gas.
Yep.
But it doesn't look like the way LeBron played it last year, especially carrying that Lakers team into the playoffs, that his gas tank is close to empty. I don't think we're going to see a broken down LeBron James. And the decision he made today, which is why I'm, surprised or happy for him, he made a great basketball fit decision. He doesn't have to go there and carry the team. He knows he's not going to be the number one option. He doesn't have to carry that. No, there is a burden that any team that takes a LeBron James on is the expectation is you're going to win a championship. And he knew that. But he didn't go to Golden State so he can go play with Steph Curry and hang out with his friends, or go to Miami because Miami's not close to winning a championship this year. They're kind of phase one of their rebuild with Giannis. Going home, all right, you could go full circle. The best basketball decision of the teams that were available or that he was seriously considering was Philadelphia. And it was the last place I thought he would actually go because it's Philadelphia. But if he lives in New York and helicopters to work every day, I could certainly see that. But from a basketball standpoint, it's the worst place for him to go for business, worst place for him to go for his family.
Now, wouldn't that piss you off if you're a 76ers fan and LeBron's gay, but he doesn't want to live in Philadelphia?
I mean, look, a lot of these guys helicopter in. Look, Kobe, where his house was in the greater Los Angeles area.
Okay.
He had to take a helicopter to work.
Well, that's fine, but we're talking about not living in the same city. I mean, Kobe lived in L.A. Well, one of the, what I'm talking about in that area.
I mean, you realize, Newport Beach to El Segundo is about 2.5 hours.
Okay, and?
Right, but it's still quote-unquote L.A. I'm with you, but would it piss me off? No. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that, I don't know, live all up and down the East Coast that take a train into the city, and granted, when I was stationed in Earl, New Jersey, and there for about 4 months we were at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard, and you took the train, for a while, and then of course they moved all of us in there. But those that had families and lived in either on their own or in base housing, they trained in. They didn't have to just go move to Philadelphia like we did.
Well, we'll see what happens and see what he ends up doing. But great place for him. I heard one basketball analyst said he honestly believed the best spot for LeBron was Minnesota. he said he would have fit in well there and would have had the stars and all of that as well. But look, I think this is good for LeBron for a number of reasons. Look, he's old, okay? And I know he's still playing at a high level. I get that. But he's not going to have to play a lot of minutes unless they get injury riddled or something the way the Lakers did. He won't have to carry a heavy load minute-wise. And so I think that's going to help him. I think VJ Edgecombe is the winner here. And I mean that in all sincerity because I think LeBron can help that young man as he's getting his NBA career, crawling up that ladder. To have a guy like LeBron James there, and Tyrese Maxey to an extent as well, and everybody else there. But I'm just saying, I think VJ Edgecombe is the guy that is really going to benefit from the knowledge and the teaching of a one LeBron James.
Yeah, no, basketball, and you're right. I think Minnesota would have been a nice fit, but would he have been a difference maker for a legitimate title, knowing that you would still have to go through Oklahoma City or the San Antonio Spurs?
Well, I don't know. And I think Minnesota needs somebody. They need another piece or two to be able to compete with those two teams. Would LeBron have made the difference? Who knows? We won't know. And now it's not even a possibility. So, but look, Anthony Edwards is a difference maker. And if you could build a team around that guy, then I think I think they can still compete and at least make some noise in the Western Conference for sure. So I don't know, but LeBron ends up in Philadelphia. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. It's funny because now I guess Adam Silver can put the NBA schedule out and put it together.
Hey, Adam, you got to work over the weekend. Now, congrats.
I wonder what's going to happen. In the NFL, obviously the first game of the year is New England and Seattle, Super Bowl rematch. Will it be Philly and New York to open up the season?
I would imagine Philly, New York is either going to be the season opener, and it could also be a Christmas Day game.
Sure.
It's got to be.
Well, they got to play each other 4 times, don't they? Or 3 or 4 times.
Well, or does Philly, LA become a Christmas Day game?
That could be. That could very well be a pretty good matchup.
But I mean, opening night will feature Philadelphia and probably New York. That would be awesome. And Christmas Day is going to feature LeBron in some form or fashion. It's just, which team could it be Cleveland? Could it be LA?
Spurs, OKC to open the season, or do you save that for obviously Christmas Day is a perfect time for that matchup too? But I can see that as an opening game.
That one could be. I mean, and if Adam really is going to be kind to LeBron for finally making a decision, hey, dude, we know your family's not gonna move to Philly or New York, so we'll play you guys on Christmas Day in Los Angeles. Yeah,
nice. Yeah, that we
because you're gonna have a nice West Coast game.
So you and Bronny can reunite.
I mean, you can finally see
Bronny has
absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Such a hater. Such a hater.
We'll continue to talk about LeBron James and Bronny and everybody else, and you're more than welcome to do so. Lots of ways to do it. You know them. Go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, like, subscribe, and comment there. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way. Give us a call, 656-377-6656 ESPN. In the meantime, there is a pretty good, I say article. I thought it was a good RJ Ochoa called it a thread, so I guess I'll get into the lingo as a thread from Nick Wright of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram about some of the Cowboys on the bubble as we head into training camp. We'll discuss. Will we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star?
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two, now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Have you ever done a jingle? My only jingle experience. My first line is, "This is the worst thing I've ever heard." The engineer raised his clipboard up over his head and smashed it onto the soundboard. Buttons scattered like Legos across the room. And then my violin player goes, "He wrote that jingle, man."
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Dave Ramsey here, and I love my Connecticut water softener. Right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut water softener, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink, complete with a color fixture to match your kitchen. That means cleaner, better tasting water for coffee, cooking, ice, and everyday drinking. The Connecticut K5 drinking water station removes up to 99% of many contaminants and can be customized for your home. So instead of buying bottled water or wondering what's really coming out of your tap, you get cleaner, great tasting water right where you use it most. A Connecticut runs on energy from your water flow, which means no electricity, no timer, and no computer that can break. With its twin tank system, you get soft water 24/7. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country for a free water test at 210-656-PURE. And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
It's been a tough Saturday on the lake. I ordered swim trunks in this orange cream color, but it's actually more orange auburn. Oh, and it's swimwear. I probably can't even return these.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circus Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Millions, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circus Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circusports.com for details.
You know, the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch any big game, any big event, and the Roo Pub is growing. Heading to the coast, the Roo Pub Rockport is open and rocking. And just in time for football, Roo Pub number 3 will be opening somewhere in the greater San Antonio area. Details coming soon. Follow Ingram Bar Group on social media or go to ingrambargroup.com. And of course, the OG Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road, just down from the Big Blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. We'll see you at the Roo.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Craft beers, full bar, hard kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, and massive LED screens. Attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com. AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson in the morning.
Coming up on the AJ and Rob show, it's beginning to feel a lot like football season. We'll talk about that, and we got plenty of non-sports stuff to get into as well. We'll be your cure for the post-weekend blues. Party starts at 6.
AJ and Rob, weekday mornings 6 to 10, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Back live out at Retama Park, Clubhouse 95. That's where we are broadcasting from. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix, and I just love being out here. Just the vibe of it, man. It's kind of cool.
It is. And again, big night for racing, live racing this weekend, big weekend for the quarter horses here at Retama Park. And you also look at and you think, all right, next week, the Cowboys will arrive in Oxnard, California to start training camp.
Yeah.
And then the following Monday, the Blitz will be live in Oxnard, California for our AA Best Bail Bonds Dallas Cowboys training camp coverage brought to you by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP. And we get out there when the pads go on. You know, that Sunday when we arrive in California is the first practice in pads. And then every day they've got to practice in pads while we're out there. You know, next week, sure, Jerry will have his press conference and you'll see guys on the field, but you know, it's more of the stretching, the warm up. Nobody wants to watch that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, everybody every year, why aren't you there for opening day? Because ain't nothing going on. and honestly, we want to be productive when we're out there.
Sure.
And it's hard to learn when you don't see the physical play of football. And we'll go out there. There's obvious questions. Christian Parker and how that defense looks is the obvious question. But there's other things that we'll get into, and we'll continue to talk about that and explore that in the next week. As we get ready for camp, what I find interesting, the Forward Star Telegram and Nick Harris, he goes through the position groups quite a bit. And you know, there's a lot of safe positions on the offense. I mean, sure, there's guys on the bubble and guys that you probably don't even know or give a damn about. Like, there's not a starter in jeopardy except at the tackle position. And it will be interesting to see, I think, Joe, what the Cowboys ultimately do. I mean, you got guys that, you know, a Tyler Guyton and a Terrence Steele, they're safe. Those guys aren't going to get cut in training camp. Nate Thomas won't get cut, neither will Drew Shelton. But the depth on the offensive line at tackle is probably the weakest spot on a high-powered offense. Their interior is great, but their two most important positions on that offense are the weakest parts of that offense.
Well, especially left tackle, right? I mean, Tyler Guyton, number one draft pick for the Cowboys. This is be his third year as a Dallas Cowboy. He has just not lived up to any expectations at all thus far. I'm not saying that could change, and certainly Cowboys are hoping that it will change because of what they've invested in him. But right now, Tyler Guyton has just not been good at all. Well, I don't know how else to sugarcoat it.
Well, I mean, there's no reason to sugarcoat it. I mean, you know, Nick Harris in the Fort Worth Star Telegram writes, Tyler Guyton is the one with the biggest microscope on him going into training camp. And again, we think about how great this offense is. And then you look at their schedule. They play some really good defenses. Hell, you look at week 4, Cowboys against the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Strength on strength. Cowboys high-powered offense against the Houston Texans, great defense. And you think about what Houston has defensively and the tackles that the Dallas Cowboys have. And that is think about that. Or don't think about it. I don't want to ruin your weekend.
I'm sure Dak Prescott's thinking about it.
Well, I mean, but again, that's where Brian Schottenheimer, I mean, you know, you look at the edge that Houston offers, and where is the Cowboys front? I mean, is that one of those games where, you know, a Dak Prescott and a CeeDee Lamb and a George Pickens are kind of ineffective? They better run the ball up the middle because their tackles aren't going to be able to hold up. Or how much help are you getting for a Tyler Guyton from a tight end or a running back? I mean, Jaden Blue and his pass protection is a bit of a concern. So, you know, there are a lot of things that you have to look at when, you know, not only evaluating what the Cowboys have, but who the Cowboys play, where your weakness is, oh, crap, that's the strength of that team.
Yeah, that's something I didn't even think about. And if you go game by game like that and you see the defense that they're going up against, pass rush is going to be difficult. They're going to have to – Christian Parker's going to have to be creative there. Unless Tyler Guyton just all of a sudden gets it and finally steps up and becomes the player that they think he can be, But I tell you what, you got to go into that thing, and you've got to be creative, Christian Parker, and you've got to get in there and try and figure it out and keep your quarterback upright. Well, that's for sure.
And that's and isn't that what they're certainly always looking at is, obviously the defense is going to have to show improvement, and good Lord, we know they should show improvement because they were so piss poor a year ago. So, the Cowboys having a better defense is certainly there. So much is on the offense, but there will be some games where the offense might be overmatched by an opposing team's defense, and you could see that easily happening when they play at the Houston Texans.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game for sure. Woo-wee!
It's not like the Texans' home crowd will do anything.
Well, yeah, there'll probably be more Cowboy fans in there than anybody.
Oh, I doubt it.
I don't know.
I mean, but it's one of those. I mean, it's one of those things. We're just pissing off you Houston Texans fans, both of you. I mean, you know how that goes, right? Home crowds are what they are. As we're live here at Retama Park, big weekend for Retama Park. Nick, am I saying your last name right? Tamaro?
Tamaro, you got it.
Tamaro.
I'm the third Houston Texans fan.
Please. I already counted you in my, just looking at your facial reactions as I was. So you're a Texans fan for real?
I'm from Houston.
Well, that doesn't mean you're a Texans fan.
You don't have to be a Texan fan.
I mean, you're an Oiler fan.
I'm an Oiler fan, absolutely.
And so you just kind of like a wart, you got stuck with that one.
So my history with football, so my family, we're all New Yorkers. So my father relocated to Houston. We moved to Dallas. We were the only people that lived in Dallas that weren't Cowboy fans in the mid-'90s.
Yeah.
So I tell everybody I root for the Texans, Giants, and whoever's playing the Cowboys.
Well, Nick, it was fun having you on the show.
Have a great day.
So I was going to ask, Giants or Jets?
Giants. For
Giants.
Sure, yeah. No other sport. I mean, I grew up a Knicks fan, so I was, which obviously is, I'm really endearing myself to your audience.
Yeah,
yes, that's really
sure are.
But Knicks has definitely waned. I've actually always been kind of a Spurs fan behind the Rockets. I have no issue with the Spurs. I hate the Mavericks.
Well,
okay, that works.
Right?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
for
now
sure.
we're finding some.
So are you really a Texans fan, or you just know the Giants suck so much you have a little bit of hope?
No team is getting bet more on their win total this year than the Giants, right? I mean, it's a low bar, but they've got a real coach for the first time in 20 years,
and again,
since Coughlin.
Making money is different than rooting for something.
Correct, right. Yeah, I'm afraid they're going to be a big disappointment. I think the Texans are going to be excellent. I mean, they should be. They've made some good offseason moves, and Montgomery should make a big difference. God only knows what happened with Joe Mixon anyway. Now we hear that he might be retired altogether.
I thought he retired last year.
Well,
I mean, he's been on a milk cart.
You got that right.
C.J. Stroud is who you got to worry about.
That's the problem.
I mean,
right.
if
right.
he's got to find some consistency, but that's going to be interesting. Well, Houston Texan fan or not, we'll let that slide.
Horse racing fan more than anything.
Horse racing fan, and that's why we're here at Retama Park. It's a big weekend for you guys.
It's a huge weekend. We're really thankful to have you guys out here. And obviously, we've got the Texas Summer Showdown tonight, 7 stakes races beginning in race 6, including the TQHA Classic. We've got the TQHA 550, 250, the Miss Retama. So races for generally older horses, some that are a little bit better going longer, some that are a little bit better going shorter. They are all quarter horse races, so none of them are good going particularly long, right? And then that leads us into tomorrow, where we have both the Retama Park Derby presented by 440 Equine and the TQHA Sale Futurity, which is a great way to showcase quarter horse racing in Texas, because all of those horses went through the ring at Freeman Coliseum here in San Antonio and were made eligible for this race with their owners paying fees along the way. And, to put that in perspective for people who don't quite understand how an auction works, as far as a horse auction goes, they're going to auction off 400 horses between today and tomorrow. Those horses are going to go for an average price of about $60,000 to $75,000. Horses are expensive.
Yes.
Right. The saying "eat like a horse."
Yeah.
It really does apply. So you could buy a horse today or tomorrow for $60,000 and be $100,000 in before they even hit the racetrack. And then you might find out that they're not that fast.
Yeah.
Right. So you got a lot of, the ownership part of it is just as risky as the gambling.
How many are you going to buy tonight?
I think I'm going to pass.
Oh, yeah.
If Penn
talk
Entertainment
about
wants to sponsor me to pick one, then I'll be willing to do that.
Now, are you one that helps people? I know you're during the races. You're on the microphone, so you're not down.
So
on the
I am
floor.
actually not on the microphone here. I'm on the microphone in Houston.
Okay.
So Rich Aniel does the announcing here.
Okay.
And he does a terrific job. He kind of walks people through betting a little bit as well. But my main function here is player development. So we've established a little station downstairs on track level called Racing 101, which is really designed towards getting new fans in here and getting them to understand a little bit about what they're doing, handicapping and betting related. The average person doesn't know much about betting on horse racing. So what we're trying to do is get them in here, teach them a little bit so that they're willing to come back. We get a lot of first-time visitors. We get a lot of one-time visitors, right? And if we can turn a one-time visitor during a short racing season like this into a visitor, that's a huge accomplishment. So that's really what we're looking for.
Okay, I don't want a full class, Nick, but is there a quick tip that you can give a guy? Because I think you're looking at two guys that are, we're not very smart when it comes to horse betting.
Yeah, I think
speak for yourself.
Right.
No, you suck.
Once you kind of figure out what you want to look for, so we do a good job in the program explaining what the running lines look like. Everything in terms of betting on horse racing is based on past performance. So you're trying to understand what they've done before, how that might be influential as far as what happens on that given day. So what we try to do is teach people how to read the program, come up with some of their own methodology. Some people want to bet on gray horses. Some people like certain jockeys. Some people like certain names. But whatever your methodology is, when you want to place a wager, do so at your comfortable price point. If you want to bet on one horse to run third, you can do that. If you want to bet on three horses that you think can run first, second, and third, you can do that as well. So I would advise you to look at finishing positions, look at horses that are skilled at that type of distance, whether it's 250 yards, 400 yards, have some experience with that, and look at statistics. Look at the trainer win percentage, records like that. That's going to help you get towards what likely should be a better horse.
Now, I'm that, 2 or 3 times a year, come out, have fun. I always bet on, at least at some point, I'm going to bet on horse number 2 for my father-in-law, always. And that
makes perfect sense.
All the sense in the world. It never works, but it worked for him. I don't know why. But last week I was out here, and I went up to, trying to do the machine, which I like talking to real people, right? So my $5 bet was 30 when it was all said and done. I don't know what the hell I did. So for people that are coming out to the machines for the first time because they don't want to stand in line for a real person to not allow you to do stupid. How do you work? What's the best tip on the machines if you're not used to?
So head to Racing 101 on track level number 1, and we're going to teach you exactly how to use the machine. There are 2 machines down there, and we're going to help you make the bet that you'd like to make. I'm guessing what happened was you probably picked 3 horses and told them you wanted to bet $5, and that became 30.
Yep.
Because there's 30 combinations.
Yep.
So if you give us an opportunity to take more of your money, I mean, we're not going to pass on it. So. But yeah, that's all kidding aside. That's likely what happened. So if you head to Racing 101, they walk you through how to use the machine, put in cash, what wagers you can make, try to simplify it as much as possible as well, because it is daunting. And for a newcomer, we understand there's a huge barrier to entry in horse racing, right? We've got these programs with a ton of data and information in it. And even a novice can walk into a sports book in Vegas and look at the back of a stat sheet on a list of NBA games and figure it out pretty quickly.
Right.
Not the case with horse racing. It's much, much more difficult. So we're trying to boil it down to the things that really matter for you as much as possible. And using the machine, it's one of those things, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple.
I know, and for me, and I don't understand the trifectas and all of that kind of stuff. And I know but I mean, those odds can be pretty long at some, but you win a lot of money if you win one of them. I'm like give me horse number 5, $2 across the board. I mean, to me, that's easy.
That's the easiest new bet for somebody that's learning the game to make, because the way we explain it to them is they run third, you get the show payoff, they run second, you get place and show, they win, you get all 3. So it gives you a little bit of action. It also gives you a little bit of a way to get some money back. The people coming out here thinking that they're going to bet $30 or $40 and walk out with thousands, they're probably going to be disappointed.
Sure.
We're hopeful that you spend $30 or $40 and walk out with 60 or 80.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's better than $30 or $40 at any other live entertainment venue in the area that you couldn't get anything back. So I think it's key to really choose what that amount of money is that you're comfortable with. One of the things we do here as well is hand out a tip sheet to every patron for free, and it has a list of suggested wagers on the right side per race, $10 or less. That's very easy because people generally just walk up the window and say, "Hey, give me this bet."
Oh, nice.
And I put the tip sheet together, so you have to.
All right, let me ask you.
Forgive me for a bad night.
Well, how good are you?
I mean, because I know in the program you've got the
my picks are in there.
And they last week they sucked.
Some days chicken, some days feathers. Right? It's not that easy.
It's like, man, are they really trying to? You know what I mean? And, like 2 horses, but 2 wouldn't, or whatever.
Right.
And again, it's hard to get.
Oh, it is, sure.
And you have no idea. Now, You're in the business. Do you believe in that? I've got a friend that believes in this theory. He watches all the horses, and the one that takes a dump on the way to the track is where he's putting his money.
There are people who believe very passionately in that. I mean, I would like to think it does make you a little lighter.
A little lighter.
And in any kind of game where you're racing, it's probably better to do that. I've had people tell me that if you have a horse with the pony next to it and they put their head over the pony's neck, go cancel your tickets immediately. These are horse people that have told me this. I tell them, I just check to make sure they have 4 legs. Right?
Yeah.
What I need to do is
4
look
legs
in
and a pulse, huh?
Exactly right. I need to look in the program or the racing form. I can't figure out how they look in terms. And now I see so many of them. I think I probably should be better at seeing what they look like and whether they look ready. But yeah, I can't speak to that terribly much. But I know some people are big fans of that.
I don't know, Nick, but here's a strategy for me. I would come out to Retama Park a little bit early, come into Clubhouse 95, bet on some of these simulcasts, practice, and then you're ready to go for the live racing.
I totally agree. Couldn't describe it better myself. And right now we've got some of the best simulcast racing available all year with Saratoga running in upstate New York and Del Mar out in the San Diego area. That's some of the best racing that we have nationwide, day in and day out. And we're open in here Wednesday through Sunday. So Clubhouse 95 is open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The facility's open Wednesday through Sunday for simulcasting. You can take an action from all over the world when it's all said and done. So it's a great way to spend an afternoon and obviously the evening with us as well. So next couple of nights should really be outstanding.
All right. What time is your class tonight, or is that an all-night deal?
So we start at 5:30 down at Racing 101.
Okay.
We'll have it manned the entire time. We also have a handicapping contest this weekend. So you'll see people both in here and in the Founders Club right next door that are playing in a handicapping contest that the top prize tonight and the top 2 prizes tomorrow earn you a seat in the National Horse Players Championship in Las Vegas, where the top prize is $1 million.
Oh, wow.
And you have to qualify for that. You can't just buy your way in. So sort of our version of World Series of Poker. And this is a qualifying event for that. So we're really excited to get Retama back on the contest landscape. It's been years since one was offered here. And we've got people coming in from Kansas, Ohio.
So that's kind of for the
Texas.
pros. So Ryan Eagle, he wants to go to Founders Club and be in a big money game like that, but
he wants to buy a $250 entry tonight. We'll find a way to make him do that.
Yes. Well, it's usually not that hard, Nick. Yeah, it's splitting me from my money. I'm good at it.
He's a bad gambler. We loved it though.
You guys love it. I realized once I had a daughter, between liking gambling and having a daughter, it was just like money funnels out rapidly.
Girl dad's here. Well, I've got one. He's got 5 daughters.
Yeah, 5 daughters. God bless you. You must have been bad early in life.
I really was. Yes, I really was.
But little girls are precious.
They're awesome, but now they're big girls with kids of their own.
That's
so
right.
No,
mine is 6,
awesome.
and she's a huge sports fan. So. Huge Astros fan.
All right.
But there'll be no Astro slander on this show.
No. I went to the Astros game last week.
Did you?
Yeah, it was boring.
Well,
extra innings. They lost to Baltimore.
Yeah, weekend was brutal. They're so unbelievably inconsistent.
Yeah. It's like picking a horse.
Fair way to put it, right? As I said, some days chicken, some days feathers.
Glad you said feathers.
Yes. Could have been. Well,
professional on a microphone.
Right.
Nick Tamaro with Retama Park, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having us out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanks.
Thanks
appreciate
for coming.
It.
We really appreciate it, guys.
Thank you so much. Come on out to Retama Park, and I mean, you come out here right now. And enjoy some food. You can enjoy some drink and all the simulcast that's going on. Practice for the live racing that's coming up here tonight. Maybe you'll get good enough or win enough money to get in the 250 if you want to. I mean, it's just come out here and practice.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tease the next segment, Joe.
Please do.
What Joe Reinagle and Micah Parsons have in common.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
It's kind of scary. We'll get into that coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
Scorching hot deals are here at North Park Chevrolet's Heart of Summer event. Get 0% interest for 60 months on a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom and don't make any payments until October. Or drive home a new 2026 Traverse for just $36,999. Or lease a new 2027 Equinox LT for just $399 a month. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month with Window Nation at 50% off all window styles. Yes, 50% off new beautiful energy efficient windows, plus 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments for 2 years. Call now 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back, and we're celebrating our 50th year of the Hunters Extravaganza. Join us in San Antonio August 7th through 9th. Come see Gator Country, Heart of Texas Snake Handlers, enter the deer competition, and compete in the annual indoor 3D archery tournament. Discover the latest hunting gear and apparel, book hunts, and find everything you need for the hunt. The Hunters Extravaganza, brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association. Get tickets at ttha.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online, mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. You bought an RV, and you got an automatic discount from Progressive by bundling it with your home or auto insurance. That's great, but a serious word of warning every RVer should heed. You don't need to talk about things like dry weight or dump stations. And you don't need one of those expensive water filter straws either, because the most extreme thing most RVers encounter is a campsite without hookups. So just enjoy yourself and Progressive's automatic discount when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Every day in America, hundreds of thousands of dogs are euthanized for one simple reason: money. Pet shelters sadly don't have the money to feed them. And that's where Puppy Food Bank comes in. They provide shelters all across Texas with free pet food. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a loving donation of just $15 a month. Your donation will allow Puppy Food Bank to send rescue shelters free pet food to help save pet lives. So please, join us.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, this news just coming in. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid says that Patrick Mahomes has been cleared for practice. I told you it just came in. Hey, the decision has finally been made. LeBron James headed east to join the Philadelphia 76ers. 2-year, $8 million deal with that second year as a player option. And don't forget, the Cowboys report to camp on Monday.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. Two San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
And we are out on the road. Retama Park is where we are because it's a big weekend out here for the folks at Retama Park. But we are sitting here in Clubhouse 95, and a lot of folks enjoying the festivities here, having a drink, having some food, and well, about a little simulcast. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix.
Here at Retama Park, and granted, there's a lot of simulcast races on, but it's kind of quiet in here. Not library quiet, but almost feels that way. And we get a lot of strange looks.
Well, I just wonder, especially as loud as we talk.
Yeah, that dude over there in the purple shirt, not a fan.
Not a fan, huh?
But we'll make him one.
That's all right. But all he's got to do is win a race. Dude wins a race, he'll be happy as hell.
So you think the grumpy look is because
I think it's the
results?
It must be a bad day.
It's a Friday.
Well, I hope
it will turn around.
And he's got a nice cold beer in front of him.
Of course he does. A lot of people here have a cold beer.
I mean, I don't understand. And hey, you can come out here too. They are open right now in Clubhouse 95. If you want to come in here and have some food and drink, the service is fantastic. And the food looks great.
Dude,
well,
they sell a ton of nachos here because they're and granted, I'm not talking about just a bowl of tortilla chips with some Rico's cheese. I mean, those nachos look fantastic.
Looks like a mountain of food.
I think I want some nachos now.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
It does. It does sound really
not
really
bad.
good.
But yeah, come on out here. They are open. They're ready for you to go. They've got live racing tonight, live racing tomorrow night, but you can come out here and kind of get your feet wet before the live racing begins tonight.
Pun intended as we get started with the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Brought to you by Novu Brazil Brewery in North Star Mall. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
Now, we know if you've listened to this show for any length of time that Joe Reinagle is not necessarily the biggest fan of one Micah Parsons. Although that has changed.
It hasn't.
I saw earlier Reinagle ordering some socks with Micah Parsons' image on them because he and Micah Parsons have something in common.
Joe's toes.
A foot fetish.
Well, I mean, I thought it was my toes. I mean, it sounds like it. Who knew?
Who cares? This is gross, all right?
Joe's toes.
There was a tweet
put them in my mouth.
That said, Packers superstar pass rusher Micah Parsons recently admitted that he has a foot fetish and loves toes. Now, Parsons saw that tweet and quote tweeted it with facts.
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 Well, and I really don't necessarily have a foot fetish.
I don't believe
so
you.
to speak. I'm just saying feet can make a person or break a person. I mean, let's face it. Eddie Murphy. Well, I don't remember that movie that he was in.
That movie.
I mean, that was the thing. He would check the feet
butt-ass naked. He saw her toes and left.
That was it. And the rest of her was perfect. But the feet were not good. I'm just saying, feet can make or break a person. And if you got good feet, well, it's a plus.
It is a plus. Although, and granted, you can't have socks on in bed. I mean, that's just wrong. But I don't know many that would kick somebody out of bed because, especially if everything else is perfect because of the feet. You're just, not going that far south.
Well, it depends if they're, all gnarly with claws on them and they're scratching your feet all the hell.
Well, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, I mean, I think most people with a foot fetish like to do things with those feet. They're just down there, right?
I suppose. But who knew? I am still not a fan of Micah Parsons.
This guy over here, I'm not sure if he's got a foot fetish or not, because he's looking over as they're trying to look away like, dude, they're talking about me.
It's still overrated as hell. But I guess in that respect,
the fact that he likes toes almost as much as you.
Well, I like my toes because I can do tricks with them. Joe's toes, yummy.
What? I'm not even going to ask what tricks you can do with your toes.
Well,
we saw you try to demonstrate one, and you failed miserably. That was not a trick, and no, you can't do that.
I always thought that was the coolest thing that I was able to do that, and I've been doing that since I was a kid, and you could actually flip somebody off with your toes.
Yeah, you can't.
But you can't.
You could. You did not.
Can.
You might have thought you were, but it did not look like you were giving the middle toe to anybody.
You know, I could probably demonstrate for all these fine people here at Retama Park right now. Now they might kick me out of here, but other than that, it's
they would kick you out of here.
Who knew that Micah Parsons was a foot guy?
So I mean, and the fact that you're ordering some Micah Parsons socks because you got that bond, that foot fetish bond.
Yeah, you see, Minix, and people that they can see right through you because my disdain for Micah Parsons has not gone away.
Okay.
It is the same, and just because we happen to share a foot thing.
It's called fetish.
It's
not a thing.
It's not going to change my feelings for one Micah Parsons.
But if you were wondering what to get Reinagel for his birthday, Micah Parsons socks would be right up there.
Now, why would I want to do that? I haven't seen Micah Parsons' feet. They're probably ugly as hell.
I mean, you don't know that.
I don't
But as
know
a pro athlete, you can kind of guess.
I don't know that. But,
Just so you have Micah Parsons caressing your toes.
Oh,
jeez, that's awful. Yeah. I'm about to lose my lunch.
I got a commenter on YouTube says, "Pledge, we need a Joe toe cam."
I would be up for that.
It's not in the budget.
Probably get a hell of a sponsor for that.
It's not in the budget.
I'll go talk to the boss.
What could we get to sponsor Joe's feet? What are those old people shoes? Some like insoles.
I know what you're talking about. We probably get a nice swanky nail place, where they do pedicures.
Oh, a nail place. Yeah.
See that?
Or a athlete's foot sponsor.
Yeah.
Tenactin.
It wouldn't matter.
I mean, there's some ideas there.
Gold Bond.
Well, that's just powder, right?
Well, that's if you got sweaty feet.
Yep.
I mean,
I don't know that I do.
Then you don't need the powder.
My feet don't stink either.
I mean,
Joe's toes, put them in my mouth.
Maybe some strawberry jam.
Dude, now, can we bring some memory back to your memory on the soundbite that just playing?
Why?
That was a listener that I was reading the comments from a listener. And that's how that all happened.
Well, because
Joe's toes, put them in my mouth.
Feet on
and it obviously turned somebody on,
and you didn't even get paid for that.
No, but it obviously it sparked somebody.
Toes only.
I'm telling you, I think I got to be there. I got to be there. That OnlyFans account.
Chris Bell says Camel Cigarette should sponsor Joe's toes.
Do they still make those?
I'm sure.
Yes.
I mean, cigarettes still get sold.
I guess so. Just saying, if you guys have any sponsorship ideas, keep them coming. That's fantastic. I love that.
Fred said last Friday would have been a good day for Joe to pull out the toe there in front of the camels. No, there were a lot of camel and toe jokes while we were hanging out with the camels.
There were, and sometimes you'd put them together.
Yes.
I'm not falling for that banana in the tailpipe.
I mean, certainly there.
Yeah.
Reinagel and Micah Parsons.
Well,
who knew? Who knew? One of the Mark Cuban tells great stories.
He does.
And it's been a while since they've won a championship, but he was recently on a podcast.
Was that 2011?
Yeah.
I think it's when it was, yeah.
And he's talking about that Mavericks championship celebration and when his credit card got declined.
Jason Terry took over. That was like, okay, we're getting these buses. We're all going to live. I'm like, cool, let's go. And everybody had family and everything. We just went there and tore it up. And then one of the owners maybe or whoever came up to me and they're like, hey, we got this $140,000 bottle of champagne. Ooh. And Dirk is right there. He goes, yes. And so, and so I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, I'm feeling no pain. I get out my black and I give him the card. And then Dirk, 10 minutes later, I'm like, where is it? Right. Then I get a tap on the shoulder. They're like, Mr. Cuban, hey, come here. And so I got to go to the back of the office. My card got declined. And you know how when you get a new card you got to sign it, call in. I hadn't done that yet. And so I had to get on the phone And like they weren't going to approve it. So I get on the phone, call Amex, and they're like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm like, did you watch TV today? Did you watch basketball, the finals today? Do you not know? And then can I talk to your manager? And they finally approved it. And yeah, the pictures are great of us, just huge bottle.
Can you imagine Mark Cuban getting declined, his credit card getting declined?
I can only imagine Mark Cuban talking about that story like he was all relaxed. I'm getting on the phone with your manager right now.
Yeah.
But if you're running that club, and I appreciate them, like, dude, this got declined. Don't you just serve them and say, hey, we'll settle up later? I know who you are.
You would think so.
I mean,
but it's a $140,000 bottle of champagne.
It's Mark Cuban.
I get
in the Mavericks celebration. I mean, they don't tell many people that they have a like, dude, we finally found somebody to buy this champagne.
Yes.
I mean, we finally sold this thing. I mean, what do you figure? The markup on that $140,000? I mean, we paid $10,000 for this, and we could sell it for $140 or whatever it might be. I mean, I can't imagine, but they finally found somebody to buy it that said yes, and his card got declined, but it's Mark Cuban. We'll settle up later, man. I'll send you a bill. You're good for it, right?
Now, see, here's the problem I have with a $140,000 bottle of champagne.
Mm-hmm.
It better taste good. It better taste better than anything I've ever had, first and foremost.
Well, that goes without saying.
Well, I get that, but I mean,
you're also at the point where, as he said, I feel no pain. So he didn't taste it anyway.
Well, he probably didn't, but I guess when he went to the bathroom, he peed out $140,000.
Well, I mean, to a degree, yeah.
That's exactly what it
the
did.
best part of that is, you got a rich guy, Dirk. Yeah, the boss is paying. Yes, we want that $140,000.
Yes.
I mean, that guy could have said $250 and they were going to say yes.
It was Mark Cuban. He's a billionaire. What does he care?
Well, and he's celebrating a championship.
$140,000 to him is nothing.
Can you imagine the tip that those guys made?
$140,000? Yeah. That's crazy. The fact that Cuban could tell that story, and obviously it's a funny story, and it was just an honest mistake, but if you've got an American Express Black Card, that thing's you can buy anything with that.
I mean, pretty much. And I'm surprised that, like all of us, you got to call and activate your card.
Yeah, I guess you do. Well, it's, security.
Yep.
All of that kind of stuff.
It's exactly what it is.
Hey, we are live out at Retama Park, and wanting you to come out here as well, and you can. They are open right now. Clubhouse 95. Clubhouse 95. 95. That's where we're at. It's numbers. It's hard sometimes. Math is not. It's not good. I digress. A lot of people having a great time out here. Except the dude in the purple shirt over there. I don't know. Is he calling his lawyer?
He's calling somebody now.
I don't know what he's doing.
And he's gone from bottled beer to a glass of beer. Went from a darker beer to a light beer at this point.
Well, maybe is that cheaper?
I don't know, but I think he's calling his wife saying, honey, this meeting is running long. I might not make dinner.
Yeah, we might not. Yeah.
That or, honey, can I hit the ATM?
Or I'm going to. So when you see the charge, don't freak out. It will be okay.
Far better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
No kidding. Hey, we are live at Retama Park and live here at Clubhouse 95. I'd love to see some folks that listen to this, although we've had a couple of people come up and say that they do, which has been very nice. When we come back, my good friend Bryson DeChambeau is being a big old donkey again, as usual, and a crybaby and all the rest. We'll tell you why when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and the Gomez Law Firm present the 2026 Back to School Drive. Saturday, August 1st from 11 till 1 or while supplies last at the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Free backpacks and school supplies for all school-age children while supplies last. Saturday, August 1st from 11 till 1. Sponsored in part by the College for Healthcare Professionals, AI United Insurance, Central Med, Tamalitos Restaurants, Somerset Academy, and Romo Door Supply.
The Headline Blitz is brought to you by Novo Brewery, San Antonio's newest sports watching destination with over 80 feet of video walls, 60 craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. A full bar and delicious menu. Novo Brewery is attached to North Star Mall and open late hours. San Antonio's newest sports headquarters is Novo Brewery. We're talking over 80 feet of massive video walls, a lineup of craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. Novo Brewery, juicy, thick-cut ribeye steaks, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery, built for fans, friends, and full-on game day energy. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Check out the menu and taps at novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com.
If alcohol or drug use is hurting you or someone you love, you are not alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. There is help. There is hope. Call CICADA at 210-225-4741 or visit cicada.org.
It's Texas Quarter Horse Racing's biggest weekend at Retama Park. Don't miss the live racing action. Friday is the big summer showdown with 6 incredible stakes races. And Saturday is the Retama Park Derby. Visit tickets.retamapark.com for all the details.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing. Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Dave Ramsey here, and I love my Connecticut water softener. Right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut water softener, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink, complete with a color fixture to match your kitchen. That means cleaner, better tasting water for coffee, cooking, ice, and everyday drinking. The Connecticut K5 drinking water station removes up to 99% of many contaminants and can be customized for your home. So instead of buying bottled water or wondering what's really coming out of your tap, you get cleaner, great tasting water right where you use it most. A Connecticut runs on energy from your water flow, which means no electricity, no timer, and no computer that can break. With its twin tank system, you get soft water 24/7. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country for a free water test at 210-656-PURE. And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Hi, I am Officer Sarai Walton with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring, and you can apply online if you think you have what it takes to become part of the SAPD family. Submit your application at sapdcareers.com. Once you submit your application, you will be contacted to begin the process. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring. Start your journey to a rewarding career by applying online at sapdcareers.com. That is sapdcareers.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Craving real authentic Mexican food? Tamalitos Restaurants is now serving up your favorites at 11210 Nacogdoches Road. From fresh breakfast tacos and handmade tamales to sizzling enchiladas, flavorful carne guisada, barbacoa, and more. And don't miss this. Tamalitos Restaurant is giving away over $1,000 at the Back to School Drive on Saturday, August 1st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Gamez Law Firm on 2943 Moss Rock Road. Great food, great prices, and fun for the whole family.
Get ready for tonight. Cannot wait.
Well, why did he play a little Pretty Reckless?
Because everybody's going to see ACDC.
Well, you know who ACDC is. You want to get to know a little bit more about the Pretty Reckless.
I mean, sure.
Right?
Sure.
Pledge, I think we need some Pretty Reckless.
You wouldn't know if he was playing.
I wouldn't have a clue.
But
No.
you know who this is, right?
Sure.
Who is this?
Well, it's ACDC.
All right, just checking.
Yes. I wouldn't mind seeing that show. I wasn't invited, though. So, I mean.
What do you mean you weren't invited?
I wasn't invited.
I mean, you need it. Like there's been commercials. Buy your tickets now. You've heard us talking about it. Hey, Reinagle, do you want to go see ACDC?
What's on tap?
That's all it would have taken.
Well, I mean, I think we did that.
I'm good. I'm good.
But of all the songs, this is my least favorite.
This one here?
Well, and it's just, you go back to the old San Antonio Iguanas days, and we used to play the Wichita Thunder, and there were a lot of heated battles, rivalry. I remember there was one game, and I mean, there was a massive fight, and when it was all said and done, and it looked like all the players just exploded on the ice because there was just gear everywhere and more people in the penalty box than they could fit. It was great, but that was the intro song, obviously, for the Wichita Thunder. And so there for a while, I just didn't like that one. But
you just got tired of it.
And they kicked our ass a lot.
Well,
and we kicked their ass a lot.
And you know what's funny about that? And I think I know the answer to this before I even spit it out. But still, if you get a rock band, a country guy, whatever you do as a musician, and you've got a big hit, and you've got to play, you singing that song every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think after a while you might get tired of it.
Well, I mean, look, when did You Shook Me All Night Long come out? 1980?
I don't know.
Right? I mean,
something
yes.
like that.
Yeah. I mean, they might get tired of it, but that's how they make their money.
Well, and
that's what everybody is going to hear.
And that's what I'm saying. I think you kind of make some exceptions to the rule because you know that's the song that made you.
Yeah.
That made you all your money. So
it's going to be a fun night tonight.
I'm sure.
They posted a video earlier today, in San Antonio, and the fact that they're still rocking and rolling. And from what I understand, their show is incredible and about 2.5 hours long.
Oh, nice. Well, Kevin, 57 on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page says the Pretty Reckless Cindy Lou Who grew up to be hot.
Well, I mean,
is she?
Sure.
Well, I'll have to see for myself.
I mean, Google. I mean, it's the beauty of it. I don't know that I will see the Pretty Reckless. By the time I get out of work here, get home, and I was going to use Park and Ride, and I highly encourage you to use Park and Ride to go to the Alamo Dome. It is a great way to go. But when we were looking yesterday apparently Park and Ride service to the Alamo Dome ends at 7:00.
Really?
Yes. And then they'll have the return service after the show for up to an hour. I can't get to the Park and Ride spot by 7:00. So I'm just like, well, that sucks. So Uber down for sure. But I'm surprised that they're ending the get there service so early.
Well, I would think so. Now, what time does it start? The concert?
Well, 7.
7.
I mean, that's when the Pretty Reckless will go on. I think ACDC will be on stage at 8:30. So, so I figure by the time, I grab something to eat while I'm waiting on Uber and get down there, I probably will not see the Pretty Reckless. But I've seen them 2 or 3 different times at different festivals I've been at.
So they're good?
Yeah, they are good. But I'm not bummed that I'm not going to see them. But I do typically like to go early and see the opening bands because that's how you discover new music. And or if you're unfamiliar with somebody or a song from that opening band, seeing them live in their whole show, you can find new music. I really like to go and support and see those other bands that are on the bill. But when it's a weekday show, my schedule, we just don't have that option.
That's you got to go now. Kevin, I agree with you. I think Cindy Lou Who, if that's obviously not really her name, but she's a very attractive girl. She could use a cheeseburger though. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
She could use a cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm. Did you see
with fries?
Did you see the story? Speaking of cheeseburger, there's Heidi Klum has posted a topless photo of her.
Really?
Yeah, she's on a beach somewhere in Europe. Although, you know, I don't know what she's holding, but, you know, like a bag of chips or whatever that's strategically placed. So instead of nip, you get chip. But she's telling a story or whatever that her dude, who's like 25 years younger, told her, you know what, if you put on weight, you'd look better.
Yeah.
And she did.
Well,
she mixed in a cheeseburger.
Sometimes, ladies, you can be too skinny. Just saying. I'm just saying.
And
I don't
Ryan
know. Maybe,
says that cheeseburger needs to have bacon.
well, that's up to her, right? I don't know, but that's up to her. I don't know if I'm just saying. That's just advice from your old Uncle Joe. I mean, sometimes being too skinny is not a good thing. Most guys don't like that.
Now,
some do, however.
Tom Guerrero on our YouTube, and I met Tom the other night at the Break Room Bar grand opening party over on Paramvidal. Tom was in there, many buckets in, but he writes, call Via, they'll pick you up at Retama.
Really?
Via has an Uber service?
How about that?
Now, granted, it does me no good because my car is here and I've got to go home and get my wife and my nephew, but I did not know Via did pickup service. Is that for everybody? I know they offer some services for those that have mobility challenges or, you know, elderly. I could see them doing the pickups there, but I didn't know, like, you know, just.
Well, you're elderly, so that's good. So obviously.
And how much older?
It doesn't matter how much older. See, Minix, it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm not.
Yes, I am older than you, but you are still in that category.
I'm not elderly.
No.
I don't get a senior discount like you do at Denny's.
Well, apparently.
I mean, this guy with all gray hair is pointing at me, and he's 33. I mean, geez, right? But I'm not elderly.
So if you get a discount at Denny's, you're elderly?
Well, I don't qualify for the old people dinners like you.
I don't know whether I do or not.
You do. You turn it down. You'd rather pay full price than to get the senior discount. You're offended when, we were in California last year, and the lady was like, and do you want your senior discount? Or no, they handed you a senior menu, and you were like, the hell with this.
Well, that's like the Luann platter. I don't want that.
Well, you don't even know what's on the Luann platter.
Well, fish. Half of fish. Well, I don't know. They used to be.
Half of a fish?
I'd see them.
Well, you don't want it just because you don't like seafood.
It's not that. It's just like I still like to eat. I don't want to, half a plate.
Well, I'm sure they load you up with some fiber on the sides because you're elderly.
Yeah, that's it. I would try Via. They'll pick you up. Maybe they'll come to your house. Send one of those short buses.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I'm sure it's a comfortable ride. It's like a Sprinter van. As long as if they're driving, you got a professional driver, you can drink.
Yes.
Tony Romo should learn that.
Tony should.
If you've got a professional driver, you're allowed to drink.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't heard, Tony Romo was arrested for DUI in Milwaukee. I guess it was last night.
Yep.
I don't know what he was doing or what the occasion was, but anyway, we'll see how that affects Tony as we move forward.
Dude,
what happened?
Now, I'm just going to show this on camera. You guys need to get to the YouTube page right now. Photoshop is just awful at times. and
who the hell sent that?
Did you look over my shoulder and see
glance
this?
At it? Yes.
Now we'll figure out how to get this on the San Antonio Sports Star socials. But if you're watching on YouTube, Ramiro Soso just sent me a Photoshop picture of Joe Reinagle getting a foot massage from one Micah Parsons.
Email me that. I can put it on the YouTube.
You just want me to send it to you, Pledge?
Yeah, just send it in an email.
In an email?
Yeah.
Good Lord. All right. Well,
got to download the computer.
And he puts on his complete uniform and everything. I mean, that's awful nice of you, Mike.
Well, it's the Packer lotion that I'm more concerned with for you.
Yeah.
You're going to end up with a rash.
The what lotion? Is that Micah sauce?
The Green Bay Packers
branded Arch sauce. It was somebody's sauce, but it wasn't Arch's.
All right, tell me about DeChambeau, one of your favorites, while I figure out how to send this to Pledge in a complicated way.
And I know there's a lot of fans of this guy, but I've never been one. And look, he's pretty funny on his YouTube stuff where he hits the ball over his house and all that stuff. And I get it. If you recall last week, I think it was during the first round, Pledge, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the first round of the British Open.
Friday.
Second round of the British Open. Okay. And he cheats. The dude cheats. He's stomping down weeds, trying to get a better swing, and the guy flat out cheats. Well, he gets caught cheating, cost him 2 strokes. He says this week that he believes had he not had that happen, he would have won the British Open. Now, I don't remember what DeChambeau finished. I think it was -6, so I think it was, 4 shots out of the lead. It's possible, but that's like saying, look, if I'd have just showed up an hour earlier here at Retama Park, I would have hit the trifecta for $1 million. I mean, it's kind of dumb, isn't it? He's just a big crybaby, and he's got a lot of money. Just retire. Liv's going away.
He's still making more money, right?
Well, Liv's going away, so I don't know.
Well, he'll get a job, but I mean, you get the built-in excuse. I would have won, but
yeah,
I mean, look at Pledge quickly already has that photo up. But Joe, back in his Ken's TV days, actually probably did have people on staff. Some poor little intern probably used to have to rub his feet that way.
Yeah, that's it.
I know, Joe has actually asked Caden, our on-site engineer, if he could do the foot massage a couple of different times.
I have a pretty good rub.
And Caden has said no every time.
Now, I don't know about you, but Mike is enjoying those feet. I'm just saying.
He does look like he's having a really good time.
No, I mean, those are damn good-looking feet.
I mean, AI is a wonderful thing.
Bottoms of them are kind of dirty.
I mean,
well, it's Micah's fault.
Oh, that's Micah's fault.
Well, yeah, he needs
you
to
would
clean
think
them.
he would wash your feet before
well, you would think
do that.
Yeah. You know what would have been better there? Who put this together?
Ramiro.
If I'd have had a Cowboys jersey on.
Now
that would have been good, right?
You ask and you shall receive.
Sure.
Ramiro will soon, because you just don't want to be seen in a tie anymore.
No, I don't care about that. I mean, that was a pretty good looking suit I had there. Not bad at all.
It looks like you stole that suit from your dad's closet.
Well, that suit was probably several years ago, so I don't know. Interesting stuff there, Ramiro. You're a very talented guy.
The look on your face in this getting your foot rubbed by Micah Parsons is kind of a.
Well, I'm enjoying that, and so is he. I mean, what? I don't know what to tell you.
Toes.
Yeah,
At least the toes aren't in Micah's mouth.
Well, not yet. AI is a wonderful thing, as we have mentioned.
You don't think that's a real photo?
No, I don't.
You could frame that and put that up in the house.
Now, I have met Micah Parsons in person, just obviously briefly at training camp.
He's been on the show before.
Well, yeah, but not in person. We've met him at training camp.
Well, yeah,
on the show.
The show. He's been on the show.
All right.
He sat in that chair
I'm
over
assuming,
there. Remember the one time he got all pissed off at Rudy, and I thought he was gonna hurt Rudy.
Well, he would have.
He would have.
He would have hurt Rudy.
And Rudy talked a lot and then got scared and disappeared.
He did. We never saw him the rest of the day.
Where'd he go?
Hey, we're live out here at Retama Park, Clubhouse 95. That's where we are. That's where you could be, too, if you want to head on out here. Enjoy a little simulcast racing. Good food, good drink, and good friends. A lot of good people out here, some of them. Some of them looking at us kind of nutty, if you know what I'm talking about.
They're tired of toe talk.
Hey, when we come back, there is a list of the most overrated NBA players in the league right now, and one of them is a San Antonio Spur. We'll talk about it when we continue live from Retama Park. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Got to talk to you, though, real quick about my good friends at Stevens Roofing and Solar. Love talking about this company because the family is absolutely fantastic, and they do good work. And they've been in business here in San Antonio and South Texas since 1983. That's a long time, and it should tell you everything you need to know about the quality of work that the folks at Stevens Roofing and Solar do. Obviously, they wouldn't be in business that long if they're not doing quality work and taking care of their customers. Look, if you've been thinking about solar panels on your house, and I know a lot of you have, Stevens Roofing and Solar is a company to call. You know already their reputation is spotless, And so they're going to do a great job on your solar panels. All you have to do is call them 210-785-0994. Tell them what you want to do, and they will take care of it. They'll put a plan together for you and get it done, and you know it's going to be done right. Your roof, all the rain we've had. We even had rain last night, believe it or not. I wake up this morning and everything's wet. So a little bit of rain last night. Look, if you think something's gone on with your roof, it doesn't look right, or you see a leak, whatever the case may be, get Stevens Roofing and Solar out to your house. They'll send a team out there. They'll inspect your roof. They'll do it for free, and they'll let you know if there's any issues. And if there is, perhaps it's a small one they can take care of before it turns into a big one. Look, they're the best in the business. Stevens Roofing and Solar, 210-785-0994, or you can get them online at stevensroofing.net.
San Antonio Sports Star is sending our boys to see the boys. Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California begins Monday afternoon, August 3rd at 2. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP San Antonio. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circus Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circus Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circusports.com for details.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Order for Jennifer C. Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve? Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine? Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Oh, really? That's great. Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Yeah, you just said that. Did you say I just said that? Yeah, I'm cutting you off. I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit.
AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson in the morning.
Coming up on the AJ and Rob Show, it's beginning to feel a lot like football season. We'll talk about that, and we got plenty of non-sports stuff to get into as well. We'll be your cure for the post-weekend blues. Party starts at 6.
AJ and Rob, weekday mornings 6 to 10, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Live at Retama Park, getting ready for a big weekend of live racing here at Retama Park. But a lot of folks out here having a good time this afternoon on a Friday. Little simulcast, little food, little drink, and, well, listening to the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix.
I sent the photo of Micah rubbing your feet.
Yes.
Because you both have foot fetishes.
Uh-huh.
And to our social media person, and the green face gross emoji comes back.
That's all right. Well, that's okay.
She is not a fan.
Well, of who? Micah?
Of the foot fetish.
No, come on.
He's got a foot fetish, man. What do you do?
No, I don't. Was that guy?
He stopped in his tracks and just looked at you like he was offended.
Well, huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, interesting. And well, thanks for the picture.
Good job, Ramiro. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ramiro, thank you for that. Appreciate it. I don't know what Ramiro does during the day, but he's pretty good at AI. That's for sure.
Well, maybe that's what he does.
Maybe it is.
Maybe that's what he does.
Could be. We'll get back into the LeBron James thing because both of us have videos up on, speaking of our social media, on our San Antonio Sports Star social media pages. And our opinions on the LeBron James move today. We do have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page as well. Right now, it's interesting because it's pretty close. It's a simple question. Did LeBron make the right decision today? 51% of you say yes. 49% of you say no. So you can go there, like, subscribe, and vote in our poll there if you would. We would appreciate that. But, oh, gosh. Oh, nice. Yeah. Uh-huh. A funny guy.
Well, you asked to be in a Cowboys uniform.
Cowboys jersey is what I said. I didn't say uniform.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, you get to see Joe in a Cowboy jersey.
You know, it's interesting, though. And I look damn good in it in just about anything.
I mean, those aren't your abs.
Well, I'm just. Wait a minute. Are you sure?
Now that man cleavage might be.
Now I look damn good. Man, woman, beast doesn't make any difference. I look damn good.
I mean, that is that's disturbing.
It is. AI, man. Come on.
I hate AI.
I do too.
Oh my God.
Hey, there is a list that the Athletic put out today, and not the Athletic, I'm sorry, Bleacher Report. It's got it. They've got the top 10 most overrated players in the NBA today. And I was curious about that because I actually got an alert on it. And one of the names that stood out, obviously, is a San Antonio Spur. And the reasons are interesting. But let's go down the list. Number 10, according to Bleacher Report, the most overrated player in the NBA is Austin Reeves, LA Lakers, who they just signed to a pretty nice little contract. Overrated, according to Bleacher Report.
I mean, you know, it's interesting when you go through it. It feels like, because Austin Reeves signed that contract, and really, Austin Reeves, that much money, right?
Yeah.
And I know as you go through it, we're judging these players based on their contracts, not necessarily their performance.
Well,
for some of them, yeah, they but regardless. But I do think some of them, for their contract that they are currently signing, and a big part of that is the way the NBA is set up. And I think, especially as we go through this list, it's not like these guys just all suck, but when you think about max players, you wouldn't put them on your list.
Well, I think not that they suck, but the fact that they haven't lived up to expectations yet. And look, Austin Reeves, I thought, yeah, he had a couple of good years. I think, look, they want to. He's the first piece that the Lakers are using to build around, and so I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure that I would consider him overrated just yet. Now, this guy, I would, because I expect a lot out of this guy. Houston Rockets, Alperen Şengün. Now, Pledge may have something to say about that. I don't know, but he really has kind of underperformed.
Well, look, I mean, we can all say that. The Athletic, during their player poll, he was crowned,
and that's what this
the
is,
NBA's
by the way.
most overrated player. And there's a lot of things but when you get the player polls, I put a little bit more into that.
Yes.
Because typically, one, they understand what it's like to be a player and how people are judged and all of that kind of stuff. So if they're saying that, yeah, there's something to it.
There's something to that. Now, here's where we get to the San Antonio Spurs. Number 8, De'Aaron Fox, San Antonio Spurs. Now, this is according to players, by the way. This is not Joe and Jason's list. This is not the Athletics list. It is player. It is a player poll. He's the highest paid player on the San Antonio Spurs roster, or was.
It will be until Wemby's new deal kicks in.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so, and certainly this last year. Now, the Spurs don't make that run to the NBA Finals without De'Aaron Fox.
True.
And we will never know how much that ankle impacted his shooting in the Western Conference Finals and the NBA Finals. We know he was not hurt. And so every time I want to be critical and mad at De'Aaron Fox, if that dude truly played through a high ankle sprain, hats off to him. You deserve all the credit in the world. And I can live with he didn't shoot the ball well at all during the NBA Finals. And you can correlate that with his ankle. But between the years has nothing to do with his ankle. And some of his poor decision-making on passes or on a bum ankle trying to outrun somebody when you should have been trying to bleed the clock and get to the free throw line. I can't live with those mental mistakes from my highest paid veteran player.
You've got to believe that De'Aaron Fox is working his butt off this summer to come in and have an all-star type season next year, just to quiet everybody and say, hey, I am the guy. Either that or put on a good face for whoever he's going to be playing for next. So we'll see what De'Aaron Fox does.
And keep in mind, there was photos this week of De'Aaron Fox, Wemby, other guys at De'Aaron's home gym down in the Houston area already putting in work.
That's true.
And I love seeing that. Yeah. And the idea that if they can do what the 2013 Spurs did in 2014 and use that as motivation, they're in July and all working out together like that. I love that. And then you see LeBron today signing with Philly, another team that you're going to have to go through. I love the fact that not only are they all working together, but I do think it says a lot about De'Aaron Fox's place in that locker room that those guys went to his home gym. I mean, Wemby could go anywhere he wants, or if they didn't want to go hang out in Houston with De'Aaron Fox to get that work in at his home gym, I think that says a lot about De'Aaron Fox as a team leader, that they all that those guys that were in those photos actually went to Houston to go get those workouts in.
Well, I think they all like him. I mean, I don't think there's any question. And it seems like everybody on this team likes everybody else. So, again, De'Aaron Fox has got another year to come in here and change the narrative, and he can do that real quick. This one I totally agree with, and he might even be number one on my list. Trae Young, formerly of the Atlanta Hawks, now with the Washington Wizards. This guy, you talk about a guy that came into the league. The Spurs at one time had interest in this guy, and thank goodness that he didn't. That they didn't pull the trigger on him. But he is. You talk about a guy that's just underachieved. He doesn't know what defense is, first and foremost. He's good. He's a good point guard, but he's not somebody that if I needed a point guard, I'm saying I got to have that guy.
I mean, he was a great shooter. If he would have ended up in San Antonio, I think you might see a different player. But again, he just signed a 4-year, $212 million deal. but he's a ball dominant dude, and I don't know. I don't know that I'd have him number one. I'd probably have him, I don't know, number 3. Because I know who my number 1 is, and I know who my number 2 would be. So Trae Young would his high on this overrated list is 3.
Now, we were talking a little earlier about the Pretty Reckless needing a cheeseburger. So you might want to go see Zion Williamson because he seems to eat plenty. He's number 6 on this list.
Should be number 2.
Yeah, he should be. You talk about a guy that's underachieves big time. And a lot of that was because of, well, the appetite, number 1. He couldn't stay healthy, and a big part of that was because of his body. But he came in with so much promise. I mean, he was going to be the next. He was going to be the guy, and it just never has developed. So he's number 6 on that list. Miles Bridges comes in at number 5 with the Phoenix Suns.
I don't even know why he's on the list.
Yeah, there you go. This is interesting just because there is a tie to the San Antonio Spurs. If you go generations, I guess. Jaren Jackson Jr. Look, he's had some years that I thought he played pretty well in Memphis. But he has been traded now to the Utah Jazz. And we'll see if that gives him some life. I think that Jazz team, if Jackson Jr. can show some form, I think the Utah Jazz team is a team that nobody's talking about that might be pretty decent this year.
Well, and again, I mean, overrated. I think that's because his contract's north of $200 million. And what did Jazz give up? 3 first-round picks?
Yeah.
That's a high price for a dude like that.
It is. So he's got to perform. Here's an interesting one. Paolo Banchero with the Orlando Magic. Another guy that came into the league with a lot of hype, a lot of he's going to be a superstar and never really has developed. Now, is it because the Orlando Magic haven't put anything around him? I don't know. But again, he was drafted to be the guy there, and so far it hasn't worked out.
Yeah, he should be around number 7, I would say. Brandon Ingram is in at number 2, and number 1 on the list, they have Anthony Davis.
Well, I think that's probably right. But LeBron James wanted the guy.
Again, when healthy. But to me, Anthony Davis, then Zion, or Zion, and then Anthony Davis, then Trae Young. That would be my 1, 2, 3.
Look, dude, Anthony Davis, when he plays, he's a player. The problem is he just does not play enough. And you talk about a guy that is about to get paid again, or if Washington decides to do that. I saw a story today, Jason, that Washington wants to extend him, but they don't want to give him the max. And I don't blame them for not wanting to give him the max. We'll see where that goes. I mean, the dude's 33 years old. And I don't know, has he played a full season yet? I'm not sure that he has. So there you go. De'Aaron Fox in at number 8 on the list. Whether you agree with that or not, I don't know. But interesting stuff. And I really hope, and I'm pulling for De'Aaron Fox to come in and have an all-star type season this year to just change the narrative and obviously help this team get back to the NBA Finals. So we'll see. We're out at Retama Park, Clubhouse 95. That's where we are, having a great time, watching everybody else have a great time, which is okay. I'm happy about that. Live racing taking place here tonight and tomorrow night. And again, we're open. Clubhouse 95. It's open, ready to go. If you want to come on down, have a beer with us, chit chat, make a few bets, whatever you want to do, come on down here and do that. We will be back here at Retama Park in just a minute here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Hey, look, I got to tell you, if you're looking, football season's coming up. It is. It's coming up quick. There's going to be college football, pro football every single weekend as we go, and I cannot wait for it. I know a lot of you looking for a place to go, and the best place to go and watch that. A lot of you looking for your fantasy football draft a spot for that. Novo Brewery is what I'm going to recommend. I love that place. It is a great place for a variety of reasons. Number one, there's TVs everywhere. You don't have a bad seat in the house. The food is absolutely fantastic. They've got everything from wings to sandwiches to burgers to the picanha skewers that I just absolutely love, all the way up to ribeye steaks. They've got them all. And I don't know how they cook their food, but there is something about it that is it just makes it, tasty. It really is. And then they've got a full bar. Any kind of cocktail you want, they've got it there. They've got 60 craft beers on tap. They've got domestic beer on tap, not to mention the bottles and all of that as well. Look, you can't go wrong. For food, for drink, for all of it. You want to take your kids? You can do that. They've got a play area for the kids out there. And then if your significant other wants to go shopping, well, it's there at North Star Mall. They can do that as well while you're enjoying the game. It is just the perfect place to go and enjoy yourself while you're watching college or NFL football. Novo Brewery. You want to check them out before you go? You can do that. NovoBrew.com. That's NOVO Brew.com.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-8841. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-550-8841. That's 800-550-8841. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Here it comes.
Surprise! There's an avocado shortage! Now half your food truck menu is costing more than it's making you! Also, you're out of napkins!
Those aren't cheap! Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 10% or more on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, an ice cream truck stole your parking spot! Looks like you're in a turf war!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your savings? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Text SECURE to 989898.
Craving real authentic Mexican food? Tamalitos Restaurants is now serving up your favorites at 11210 Nacogdoches Road. From fresh breakfast tacos and handmade tamales to sizzling enchiladas, flavorful carne guisada, barbacoa, and more. And don't miss this. Tamalitos Restaurant is giving away over $1,000 at the Back to School Drive on Saturday, August 1st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Gomez Law Firm on 2943 Moss Rock Road. Great food, great prices, and fun for the whole family.
I
I like shorts that are pretty short.
What do kids want to wear back to school? We asked them.
I love wearing things that make me feel confident. Nike shoes, running shoes.
Academy is giving back to school, back to kids with brands like Nike, Burlebo, and Adidas. Line up early on August 1st to score a promo card worth up to $100. Be one of the first 125 in line for a guaranteed promo card valued at $20 or more. Academy. No purchase necessary. Open to Texas residents 18 or older. See academy.com/official rules.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, breaking just a few minutes ago, Andy Reid, the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, says his quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, has been cleared for practice. That is incredible. Well, the decision has finally been made. LeBron James headed east to join the Philadelphia 76ers. 2 years, $8 million. That second year is a player option. LeBron says this is his final free agency choice. Let's hope so.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
And we are live at Retama Park. Clubhouse 95 is where we're set up. And happy to be here because it is a big weekend here at Retama Park. Live racing tonight, live racing tomorrow, a simulcast in here this afternoon. A lot of people enjoying that. And we're having a good time. This is the Blitz 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix.
That's right. Tonight's the big summer showdown. Some incredible stakes races tonight. Then tomorrow night, the Retama Park Derby. Big weekend for Texas quarter horse racing here at Retama. I'm also told there'll be some live music later.
Live music?
Yeah.
Now, where will that be? In here or somewhere else?
I would assume somewhere in here, but somewhere on the property of Retama Park.
All right. That'll be cool.
Yeah,
very good.
Very cool.
Probably, maybe it's AC/DC.
They're in the Alamo Dome.
Okay, so they're not coming here. Huh?
Yeah, now there could be, I don't know, an AC/DC tribute band. Somebody named Angus might be rolling by, but no, those boys are playing down in the Alamo Dome.
All right. Well, big night there, along with the Pretty Reckless.
Yes.
Who we were introduced to, and she could use a couple of enchiladas if somebody wants to take her from your favorite Mexican food place.
I would imagine that she'll have some good.
Well, I hope so.
Mexican
she could use
food.
some.
Yes.
She could use a little bit. It's okay. She's a very pretty girl, but we just need to plump her up a little.
Plump her up.
San Antonio's just the place to get that done.
All right, Charles Barkley.
Absolutely.
Go from there.
Yep.
So LeBron made a decision today. I don't know if you guys have heard. I know a lot of you have been on pins and needles just waiting and waiting.
Losing sleep.
You know, breaking news. He had a bagel for breakfast. Oh, that's not the decision you were hoping to get. He chose Philadelphia. Is that the right decision? Our YouTube poll question today, 52-48, no. 52-48, no. That surprises me.
Well, it surprises me too. And a lot of people, for whatever reason, saying that. Now, I said it on the video that I shot on our San Antonio Sports Star Instagram. LeBron James, I mean, let's face it, is going to be at very best the 4th option on that basketball team.
Yep.
And so I'm sure obviously he knows that. He knew what he was getting himself into. You see that roster and you know how good it is and the talent that they have there. But I get he wants a ring, and he made that clear today. It was not about family, not about just being happy somewhere. He wants to win another ring, and I guess he feels like Philadelphia is the best place for him.
He said he thinks he can help Philadelphia be a championship team. And I do appreciate, because all the stuff that Rich Paul had said about the different factors and when he put up on the whiteboard, like Dallas was on the list. Dallas isn't going to win, but there's good business reasons to go there. And I said a couple of weeks ago, basketball-wise, I think Philadelphia would be the best fit. And it was the last place I thought he would go because it ain't Miami. It ain't New York. It's not home. Cleveland would be going home. But who the hell wants to live in Philadelphia? But basketball-wise, based on everything that Rich Paul had said, Basketball-wise, though, I think he is a good fit because he knows at this point he is what he is, and that's a hell of a team. That was a hell of a team yesterday. They're a better team today because they are adding LeBron James, and that potential starting lineup, if healthy, could be dangerous. When you look at, adding Jaylen Brown, Edgecombe, Maxey, Joel Embiid if he's healthy, and LeBron James as your starters, one, talent, two, basketball IQ, Philadelphia, and maybe he dropped that nugget at FanFest when he said something about trusting the process. And, that made a lot of Sixer fans go like that World Cup trophy that they were inflating on the field after the Spain win over Argentina. But nobody really thought he would actually choose Philadelphia.
I was surprised that he actually chose Philadelphia. I was thinking of either Miami or Golden State. But he does, and he said because he wants a room ring. Look, I think that team, as it was without LeBron, was going to compete with the New York Knicks and for the battle king of the East. And now they certainly will. I think it comes down to those two teams, probably the two best teams in the Eastern Conference as it sits today. So, yeah, he'll have an opportunity to get back to the finals. Somebody said in his, 24-year career or whatever.
Year 24 loading.
He's been to the finals 11 times.
Uh-huh.
Now, obviously, he hadn't won all of those, but he's been there 11 times. And you think about that. So about half of his career, give or take. That's just incredible. And so for a guy like LeBron James, you certainly would like to at least get back to it before it's all said and done. And I think he thinks Philadelphia is the place to do it.
And again, I think Wemby will have something to say about that. I hope so. Oklahoma City will have something to say about that. Some of those teams in the East. And again, books are all over the place right now. But BetOnline has the Spurs as the favorites to win it all at 5-2. Oklahoma City at 13-5 is second. Philadelphia 7-1. The New York Knicks now 9-1. Now keep in mind, when the odds opened for next year, Philadelphia was 50-1. After they got Jaylen Brown, they moved up to 25-1. And now you add in LeBron James, they go 7-1. Could you imagine if you bought a ticket at 50-1?
And then all of this happens. Yeah, that would have been great. And you're thinking your lucky stars that you are a diehard Philly fan and like to give your money away.
No.
And it worked out pretty well.
Now, we know it's not going to end with Philadelphia winning the title because the Spurs will be on a mission.
Sure.
I'm going to keep telling myself that.
Well, look, the Spurs are going to be good again, you would think. And again, it's all predicated. Everybody, and we say this every year, but it's true. It depends. You got to get lucky, number one, and you got to stay injury free, and all of those things have to work together. And so the team that does that is typically the team that wins it. So we'll see. But LeBron at least going. I'm glad this is over. I'm glad it's done. We don't have to come in Monday saying, "Oh, where's LeBron going? What's he doing?" It's done. And we could probably give up LeBron talk until, I don't know, October.
No, we will.
Yeah.
And LeBron is a smart, media-savvy guy. He knew he needed to announce his decision today because Monday, it's about football. Because Monday, everybody is going to be talking about training camp, not what is LeBron deciding. He knew he would not be able to dominate a news cycle if he would have waited.
Well, and he's doing that today because that's what everybody's talking about, and rightly so, because everybody's been waiting on this. And
pins and needles.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but I'm just glad it's over. I am. I'm glad it's over. I don't know why it took so long, quite honestly, but it did, and here we go. So he's a Philadelphia 76er. We'll see how that plays out for him.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Josh, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
Yeah, I understand everyone's talking about the LeBron thing, but really, what does it matter? He went to the Sixers. All he's going to do is get bounced before the Eastern Conference Finals. That's what happened. They got swept by the Knicks without him. So it's not like this Sixers team is all of a sudden amazing. You still
they didn't have
Boston
Jaylen Brown
Celtics.
either, Josh. You got to remember that.
They
wow.
added
Jaylen Brown, too.
You're right. They got Jaylen Brown, and he did so great in the Eastern Conference Finals that that's right. He didn't make the Eastern Conference Finals also. So let's kind of close that down too.
I love when Josh
wasn't everyone
calls because I know there's day drinkers out there, and it's always such a wonderful thing.
I'm not sure this is drinking. This could be the heavy drugs. I'm not sure.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, typical call from Josh.
Thanks,
They
Josh.
walk amongst us.
Yeah. You added to our entertainment for the day. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, though, as we are out at Retama Park, Brian Pettigrew, Vice President and General Manager of Texas Racing Operations. He's going to join us next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get straight to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Corey area, they have extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray casting and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
San Antonio Sports Star sending our boys to see the boys. Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California begins Monday afternoon, August 3rd at 2. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP San Antonio. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back, and we're celebrating our 50th year of the Hunters Extravaganza. Join us in San Antonio August 7th through 9th. Come see Gator Country, Heart of Texas Snake Handlers, enter the deer competition, and compete in the annual indoor 3D archery tournament. Discover the latest hunting gear and apparel, book hunts, and find everything you need for the hunt. The Hunters Extravaganza, brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association. Get tickets at ttha.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000. Use code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000.
The greatest shopping event of the summer is here. Macy's Black Friday and July sale is back, where you'll find 40 to 60% savings on all the hottest summer fashion and more. Don't wait. Get first dibs on everything you love about Black Friday shopping, from unbeatable sales across the store to curated styles for the season at lower than low prices. Head to Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday shopping adventure smack dab in the middle of summer. It's the can't miss sale of the month, Black Friday and July at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
Amy Cox did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. And with that money, she decided to treat herself to an anti-aging red light mask. Will she look like a horror movie villain every night? Yes. Will her boyfriend Kevin be scarred for life? That's certainly a risk. But it's Amy's savings, and if she's willing to risk her relationship for smooth, wrinkle-free skin, well, bye-bye, Kevin. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Scorching hot deals are here at North Park Chevrolet's Heart of Summer event. Get 0% interest for 60 months on a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom, and don't make any payments until October. Or drive home a new 2026 Traverse for just $36,999. Or lease a new 2027 Equinox LT for just $399 a month. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
You know, the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch any big game, any big event, and the Roo Pub is growing. Heading to the coast, the Roo Pub Rockport is open and rocking. And just in time for football, Roo Pub number 3 will be opening somewhere in the greater San Antonio area. Details coming soon. Follow Ingram Bar Group on social media or go to ingrambargroup.com. And of course, the OG Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road, just down from the Big Blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. We'll see you at the Roo.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month with Window Nation at 50% off all window styles. Yes, 50% off new, beautiful, energy-efficient windows, plus 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments for 2 years. Call now, 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
If you guys ever want to do it, let us know.
Back here live at Retama Park because, well, why not? And it's a big weekend here at Retama Park. I'm Joe Reinigle. He's Jason Minix.
Brian Pettigrew is the boss man here at Retama Park. Joining us here is because it's such a huge weekend. And, Brian, you were saying during the break, for San Antonio, for Retama Park, this is like your Kentucky Derby weekend.
This is our weekend, biggest racing weekend of the year. We've got all these out-of-town people that come in to watch their horses race, but there's also a sale going on down at the Freeman, and they're selling 400 horses, and those 400 horses are eligible to race here next year in this $683,000 race on Saturday night.
You know, Brian, what's interesting about that, we were talking to Nick earlier in the show, talking about that sale. And, I mean, buying a horse, it's kind of a crapshoot, isn't it? I mean, it may be good, it may not be, and you just don't know.
And these are yearlings, so they're 1-year-old, never had a person on their back, never had a saddle on them. You're buying their bloodlines and their athleticism, how good they look, and you hope you got one of the top 10 fastest next year.
Well, and you think about, like, a good friend of mine is a bloodstock agent, and you know, when he got into that, and I'm like, what? And that's, you know, for Frank, he's spending rich people's money.
Yeah.
But they don't know what they're doing. Apparently he does, but
he knows a little more than they do.
Yeah, well, that's it, but not much. But it is like you invest in, and it's kind of like everything else. You try to pay the least amount for the horse and get obviously the most out of it. You don't want to overpay, but the horses that are being bought this weekend at Freeman will be eligible for this race next year.
You got it right. And they have to be bought at the San Antonio sale to get in this race. And they come back next summer. It's usually our opening weekend at Retama, and they have to qualify. So this year we had about 120 horses that all entered. So out of the 400 that were sold last year, 120 are healthy, ready to go. Opening weekend here at Retama, they qualified, and the top 10 fastest times are who will be here Saturday night.
Which means Saturday night should be a very competitive race.
It'll be an awesome race. There's 10 fastest qualifiers, you know, and there's some great competition. It should be a really fun night. And right before that race, the Retama Park Derby is taking place, and that's for 3-year-olds. That race last year, maybe at this TQHA race or other 2-year-old races, but that's a really good race too. So about $181,000 purse for that. So that's a lot of money in horse racing speak.
Well, that is, and you think about these horses, you know, especially when you start going through the program, they don't have a lot of experience, right? Because they're so young.
That's right.
So how, for the casual fan that's listening, is like, yeah, let's go to Retama. How do you bet those?
I'm, you know, the younger ones, I normally don't like to bet them until I've seen them race 2 or 3 times. But guys like Nick, they've studied it. They read all the workouts. There's workout information on every horse. and so they can see how they've been training. There's a bullet work is like if they were first that day at that distance out of 55 horses, that they just outran 55 other times. And so there's guys that are looking for those kind of little tips. There's jockeys. Jockey, if you qualified on 3 of the horses in the finals, you've got to pick one now. And so he's going with who he thinks is his best shot to win.
Well, it's interesting. What I've always been intrigued by jockeys, because we always talk about the horse being the athlete, so to speak. What does the jockey do, and how does he control the horse?
He's a very important part of it. He's got to keep the horse calm when they get in the starting gate, and then he's got to get the horse, and quarter horse racing especially, out of the gate straight and clear and not bumping or running sideways or, just a clear shot at the finish line. And then, they're 17 seconds basically just makes her,
Wow.
So you say that. I'm a professional camel jockey at this point, and I know you're just hanging on for dear life. I mean, you weren't controlling anything on that thing.
Yeah. These guys are controlling the horse.
Well,
definitely.
I saw some of the jockeys trying to control an ostrich and a zebra, and they couldn't do that.
They know they have to jump off of that zebra and that ostrich race. It takes when we go in there to ask the jockeys to come out and ride the ostriches and the zebras. Some of them are just athletes, and some of them are a little cocky, and they're like, "I'm going to do it. I want to win." But when we tell them they got to jump off, and jump off.
All right. So I'm out of curiosity, because obviously last week we had the camel races that I was a part of. I'll never do that again. I've retired from that. But watching the actual jockeys on the ostriches, which is funny as hell, and the zebras that might be the more stubborn animals, which is a surprise. But that's their livelihood, and a bunch of them fell off of the birds in the zebras.
Yeah.
They're birds.
Dude,
they are.
Dude, you have those things shouldn't exist, man. They're scary.
They're
up close.
weird, aren't they?
Yes.
They look around at you.
Yeah.
So do you have to convince them, pay them extra, give them some nachos?
Yes,
what?
No nachos, but yes on the pay.
All right, Brian, I'm looking at your title here, Vice President and General Manager of Texas Racing Operations. And we were talking before the break that a lot of your job entails going to Austin and talking to politicians.
Yeah.
What do you do?
We're there throughout the year. We have obviously we have lobbyists, but we're there also representing the horse industry and making sure the state leaders know it's a vibrant industry. We employ a lot of people. We've been here for 32 years.
Wow.
Our track in Houston's 32 years old. This track's 31 years old. The one in Dallas is getting ready to celebrate their 30th year. So we've been here a long time, and trying to convince them about other types of gaming. And our parent company is called Penn Entertainment, and they own 43 casinos in 20 different states. And that's why they've invested in this track in San Antonio and the track in Houston, is to hopefully get gaming passed.
Well, and you mentioned other gaming. Obviously, we've got the horse betting. Are you up there lobbying about, sports betting,
Exactly.
Table games?
Casino, sports gambling, and sports wagering.
Now, I'm gonna. Dan Patrick is the damn moral police, and it needs to stop. I have said that for years. I thought we were close to getting that legal. I think we'll get gambling legal before marijuana in the state of Texas. And I thought a couple of years ago we were going to get there, and then Dan Patrick is the one that basically seemingly killed the deal.
Yeah. Part of it is it takes all of these horsemen that we're working with throughout the state. They're in every county, and making sure those guys are pushing the message and talking about gaming and what it could do for their horse industry, them buying more land, them breeding better horses here in Texas. It's all it starts with the agriculture, but that's what we've got to convince a lot of these guys of, is the extra gaming. It also helps us compete against all 4 states that surround us that have gaming. And you look at their race, and they're, an average race, they're racing for 40,000, and here we're racing for 20,000. So that's what I'm working on when I'm in Austin, is getting our horsemen and our grassroots messages out there, so that they're out talking to their state leaders and their local reps and saying, hey, it would help us if you could do some kind of gaming. And we've got a whole plethora of from full-on casino gaming, tables and everything, slot machines, to historical horse racing is a slot machine that takes in an old race and puts up a winner on the board, to sports wagering and making sure that our phone wagering's ready and that you can, if sports wagering catches on, Jerry Jones and all those guys start making a difference, then we want to make sure our horse racing bill is in there with them.
Absolutely. Well, Brian, when you go, what is the biggest objection? Because I look at this, and obviously you gamble on horses. I go home tonight. There's, I don't know, 15 convenience stores that have these games of skill in them that are slot machines that pay money. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is when it comes to just approving this thing.
Probably our biggest challenge is our state's got a lot of money right now, a lot of tax money. And so when states are needing money to pay for something, they will usually start looking around what could do that. And gaming is usually right there at the forefront. Our state doesn't need that kind of money right now. They've got plenty of tax dollars coming in, and they're trying to fix other things, and they're not in a money crunch right now.
No,
interesting.
It's an interesting answer, and it also feels like you're trying to stay out of the political side. Now, we've had many politicians on this show on both sides, and the last bill, it was sponsored from Democrats, and of course Dan Patrick wasn't going to let that happen. Right. And we had a dude from up in Dallas who's a Republican, and he sent us this PowerPoint that it felt like an eighth grader put together on, if there's gambling here, you're going to quit your job and beat your wife, and all. It just felt like such BS. What kind of real data do you see as far as how much money could be made versus how many people would find themselves in some sort of trouble because they can't control themselves?
Well, some of the research that we've done in the gaming industry in Texas alone says that Texans don't want widespread casinos. They want 10 to 12. Anytime you start getting over that 12 number, it kind of falls off. But 10 to 12 nice casinos, spas, resorts, shows, restaurants, and that's it. And some of Texas' biggest gamblers will sit there and talk to them, and they're like, it makes me nervous. I don't want it that close to me. And we're like, we're talking 10, probably 2 for each big city, and then spread out around the outskirts of Texas to compete with those other states. But it's jobs. There's 10. It's not like there's 50 to 100 in some of these other states. We're talking about 10. Obviously, at every racetrack, we would want it, and work with the casino and the gaming industry to kind of pass those bills.
So I could see, like Retama Park, for example, there's just be an area or a building that would have casino games and that kind of stuff, along with the horse race.
Sure. Okay. And there's a lot of within Penn, we have about 10 racinos or racetracks and a casino. So and they come in all different shapes and sizes. I mean, if the bill passed, they would figure out how to get 300 slot machines in every wall around here quickly.
Sure.
Until they build whatever kind of palace they want to erect with the spa and everything else.
Racinos. I like that.
I like that. As we visit with Brian Pettigrew, the boss man here at Retama Park, because I think like Penn, you guys, your parent company, I know the home of the Raiders. We went to a Super Bowl party at that hotel when the Super Bowl was in Vegas. And you did well.
I did.
You did well there that night. But you think about the family that bought the Dallas Mavericks. They didn't buy the Mavericks and all that land just for a basketball arena, right?
That's right.
So it feels like those that are in the know that we're close. The question is, how close are we? Is it 2 years, 4 years?
I think it's probably 4 years, just from kind of things that we hear, people rolling off of their seats and
so in other words, Dan Patrick needs to go. I'll say that.
But he loves horse racing. That's what I love about Dan Patrick.
Oh yeah.
We've hosted him at the track in Houston, and he was a sports commentator. I'm like, come on, man, we need your help. He just doesn't have that build up from all of his senators saying that we need it. And right now it's because there's not a money crunch.
That's interesting.
But maybe that's what we could convince them is one day there is going to be a money crunch.
Yeah.
One day the market's going to.
You don't have to wait till you're broke to get a second job.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe I'll use that as one of our new taglines. We need to be prepared.
We'll keep lobbying, will you?
Yes, I will.
I mean, honestly, go up there and
we've got a few of them out here tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We could get in a room with them if you'd like and talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of guys here that, want it. And we go to Vegas a lot.
There you go. I've got 2 votes that want to talk to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I don't care. Yeah, I'm independent. I don't care what. Just make it bipartisan.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, and I've said this 1,000 times on this show, at the very least, put it on a ballot and let the residents decide.
Yeah,
I don't need some guy in a suit. I don't need a guy in a suit to make a decision for me, which is why I call them the moral police. I mean, if it goes to a vote and we lose, I'll be disappointed, but at least it went to the vote of the people.
And the people decided.
And I think you overwhelmingly, I think all of our stats say 83 to 90% of Texans would support it. I think it's also a little bit this next generation that wants to do things on their phone are pushing it, and they're wanting on the sports betting side of it. So, yeah, anything you guys could do. If you guys come up here tomorrow night, I'll put you in front of them.
No doubt about it. All right, tell us again what's going on tonight, tomorrow night, and why folks should come out here.
Tonight's Summer Showdown. First race is at 6:45. We got 6 or 7 big stakes races tonight. Tomorrow night we have 3 stakes races, and just a really good racing. There will be a lot of people out here, fun crowds, a lot of energy, and we've got live bands both nights. Kids under 5 get in free. It's just a cool family outing for $5, $5 admission. There's not many professional sports that you get to do that anymore. And it's great people watching.
Yeah.
You can just sit here. I always tell people next to the airport it's right up there of people watching places.
You ain't lying. Trying to figure out because everybody has their own system.
When they win or lose, you
yes,
see all kinds of emotion.
There was a lady the other day, last week when I was out here, and you would have thought she had won $100 million. And everybody was like, well, how much did you win? It was like $9.
$12.
She was happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just about winning.
Yep.
And it makes you feel good to win. Regardless of the amount of money.
Yeah, because you just took everybody else's money.
Yeah.
You walk around like
that's right.
Well, as that horse was coming, she's screaming, but she never stopped. I mean, it's one thing. I everybody thought she had won a ton.
That's awesome.
Well, your bar bill's taken care of.
That's right.
At least part of it anyway. Exactly. Brian, thank you for having us out.
Glad you guys were out.
Appreciate it, Brian. Yeah,
good stuff. Brian
great.
Pettigrew, the Vice President and General Manager of Texas Racing Operations. That's a lot. That's a lot on a business card.
That's a great title.
Yeah, important dude.
That is a great title. Tell you what, we got a lot more to do out here at Retama Park. Hey, you're more than welcome to come out and join us. There's plenty of room in here at Clubhouse 95. Come on out here and practice a little bit before the live racing gets underway. And, yeah, you sit around and heckle us, too. That's always a lot of fun. We return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is Friday. You have your weekend plans. None of you want to be like Tony Romo and end up in jail, but some of you will because it happens to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, best way to do that, call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747. Or you can even start the bonding process online. Go to mybestbailbonds.com. Whether it's you, a family member, a friend of yours, your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential and open 24/7 with offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and the Gomez Law Firm presents The 2026 Back to School Drive. Saturday, August 1st from 11 till 1 or while supplies last. At the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Free backpacks and school supplies for all school-age children while supplies last. Saturday, August 1st from 11 till 1. Sponsored in part by the College for Healthcare Professionals, AI United Insurance, Central Med, Tomalito's Restaurants, Somerset Academy, and Romo Door Supply.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.
Let's go to Vegas.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend. The Blitz will be live at Circa August 27th and 28th. And then, of course, we're staying for the weekend. So come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor, Circa Million, Circa Grandissimo are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas. More details and discounted rooms, visit circasports.com. That's circasports.com.
Nigel, I'm going on vacation. Don't touch anything.
I won't let you down. Enjoy your time off, J-Dog.
Folks, it's good to take time off, but your home's plumbing and air conditioning, well, when they decide to take a surprise vacation or start working overtime, that's a problem. Call Quarter Moon and we'll get things back on track, working right and at a fair price. Call Quarter Moon 651-5899.
Okay, team, I've supercharged the coffee machine. It's extra hot and dispenses 10 times faster. Allow me to push the button. Quick, call the plumber!
License number TACLA 88589E M1600.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Juicy, thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. This is bring your appetite food. Novo is attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit novobrew.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
The greatest shopping event of the summer is here. Macy's Black Friday and July sale is back, where you'll find 40 to 60% savings on all the hottest summer fashion and more. Don't wait. Get first dibs on everything you love about Black Friday shopping, from unbeatable sales across the store to curated styles for the season at lower than low prices. Head to Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday shopping adventure smack dab in the middle of summer. It's the can't miss sale of the month, Black Friday and July at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson in the morning.
Coming up on the AJ and Rob show, it's beginning to feel a lot like football season. We'll talk about that, and we got plenty of non-sports stuff to get into as well. We'll be your cure for the post-weekend blues. Party starts at 6.
AJ and Rob, weekday mornings 6 to 10, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Live at Retama Park, Clubhouse 95. That's where we are. This is the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. Jason Minix is here as well. And the vibe, it's people starting to come out here, getting ready for that live race. You can't stop looking at my beautiful legs and feet, can you?
Dude, it's your boobs that are scaring me.
Dude, I'm just saying, man.
Well, and it's not me. It's James Pledger.
Every time I turn around, you're like, oh, man, Reinagle, he's hot.
I went to go check the YouTube comments to see what people were saying about gambling, and Pledge throws that picture up there.
Well, Pledge is obsessed too. Obviously, I mean, if I ever decided to transition, I'd obviously look pretty good.
You know, I heard on the Rob and AJ show, or AJ and Rob show, that those are called converts.
Converts, okay. Well, whatever they're called, I mean, a pretty good-looking woman there. Probably couldn't make the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader squad.
I don't know. I mean, Pledge, you could really take that down. It's getting close to dinner time.
I'm concerned. Where did he find boots without feet?
Dude, do you forget? I didn't make this, and I'm not really wearing that. It's all AI.
Now, here's James Pledger that's wearing a hoodie with short sleeves. So, of course, he would want boots without the bottoms. What do they call them? Like leggings. You want some leggings with the star on it. That's truly what James Pledger's most fascinated by, because he would wear those with a hoodie that's short sleeve.
Well, of course he would.
And why do you have the hoodie just covering half of your head, James?
Because he's James Pledger. That's why.
Oh, look, he's trying to model. I mean, he's trying to pick up. I'm not really sure what.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, anytime you want to take this down, you can. That's fine with me. But well done. I mean, my goodness, the AI things you can do are quite amazing.
If you're not on YouTube, well, you should be. And while you're there, like and subscribe and do that. But they are the great photos that were sent to us by a listener, Ramiro. They are on the San Antonio Sports Star socials. And because Micah Parsons admitted today that he is just like Joe Reinagle. He has a foot fetish.
Yeah,
Joe's
toes. Which is interesting because who knew? We don't know a lot about Micah Parsons and his personal life, but
thank God. I don't want to know about a lot of people's personal lives.
Well, because
that's why it's called personal.
Some people can get freaky. I mean, obviously, feet are a crazy thing though, because some can be attractive and some are just ugly as hell. And if you're into that stuff, obviously you don't want the ugly as hell.
Well, maybe some people like ugly feet.
You think?
I mean, look, I can promise you, there's somebody out there that likes a gnarly toe, right? I mean, they might not talk about it a lot. That's not something that you probably admit to too many people, but there's a lot of weird stuff out there going on.
Well, yeah.
And there's things for everybody that you go, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, there are some weird things going on. That is definitely true. I don't know, man. I just always go back to Eddie Murphy and whatever that movie was. And
what was that movie?
He was the.
I know the movie. I know the scene.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can't remember the name
this
of the movie.
chick is hot, and he looks under the sheets at her feet, and
well, he looked at every girl he was with's feet, and that determined whether he was going to see him again or not. He was a real player in that movie, if I recall. Boomerang, there it is. Media Bar Productions on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page.
Well, that makes sense.
Boomerang, that was it.
And yeah, I think those are old Ken's 5 photos, right?
It was minus the cleavage and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader outfit. Yes.
You always threaten every time there's some sort of weird bet that you think you're going to win. You always threaten to dress up like a cowboy cheerleader and serve drinks at the Roo Pub.
Well, look how good I look.
Honestly, if you were to look that good in that outfit at the Roo Pub, Chip probably wouldn't mind.
I don't know.
But the reality is, even Dr. Genevieve can't make your boobs look that good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he could. Dr. Boom Boom Pow.
I mean, we could ask him.
Yeah,
we could ask him, and he's great at his job. But I think if you were to say, Dr. Genevieve, can you make me look like this photo? After he threw up, laughed a little, he'd probably say no.
Dude, let me tell you something about Dr. Genevieve. He has seen things that no one probably ever wants to see. I'm just saying,
What does that mean?
Well, you know exactly what it
I
means.
don't know what you mean.
Well, you go into his office and hey, can you fix me? Can you do this? And he's like, I'm not a miracle worker, but I'll try.
No, he is a miracle worker. He told us that because some lady wanted fat ankles, she wanted cankles
and knees,
and because she's a gardener and she's older. So he gave her cankle. He said he tried to talk her out of it, but that's what she wanted, and he is a business, so he did the work.
Well,
and,
I mean, after a while,
you
try to talk somebody out of it, but if they're set on getting it done,
if you're going to get cankles, get them from Dr. Genevieve.
Why not?
Why not? Cankle King.
I don't know. He's I can only imagine the stories that, and we've heard some of them here on the air, but I mean, yeah, I'd like to get Dr. Genevieve alone, and
that's creepy.
Well, yeah, I mean, in a setting where at the bar,
oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying, where you're just having an off the record chat. And
well, there's HIPAA violations there, I'm sure.
Well, he doesn't have to mention names.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, he could say, well, there was this one person who came in with the nose about 10 feet long, and
wow,
there was nothing I could do.
All right, Pinocchio. Glad you said nose.
Well, we've already talked about the penis. I mean, that was the other. Is that what you were referring to? The guy with the shortest.
Give me the Harry Kane special.
Gee whiz. You probably go out there and look at the horses, Minix, and dream.
What?
How did we get on Tyrone Corbin?
About all your fetishes.
I did not mention Tyrone Corbin once today.
I thought you just mentioned horses.
I did.
Isn't that your code word?
No, it's not. Not at all.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my goodness. We are having a good time out here at Retama Park. I tell you, I always have a good time out here at Retama Park. It's just a fun place to come and hang out, and it really is. So, and not to mention the fact it's Friday, dude.
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
And we always have a good time on Friday. You got to have a good time on Friday. I do want to ask a serious question, though.
Really?
I really do. Now,
I'm afraid.
Well, no, this is a sports related question.
Okay.
But I don't understand the bias that ESPN has against the Spurs. And I feel like there is one. And I'll say this because we've already talked about the betting odds, that the Spurs are the favorites betting-wise.
Uh-huh.
Well, when you go to ESPN and their NBA power rankings, they have Oklahoma City as the top team, San Antonio second. And I'm wondering, why is that? Why?
You know,
especially after the Spurs kicked the Thunder's ass.
I mean, I'm with you. What I find interesting is in their previous ranking, the Spurs were 2 and Oklahoma City was 1. But with what you're saying, and this was put together today by the NBA insiders, the 2026 NBA offseason has already been hugely, and there's all this. They don't have the defending champs as number 1. That, to me, is the biggest surprise. The Knicks are number 3. Even with LeBron James, they have Philadelphia at number 5, Denver at 4.
But Philly, just to be fair, came all the way up to 5 from 12. So they moved up 7 spots with the LeBron James trade.
Well, now granted, and I think to be fair to ESPN and trying to be unbiased, even though I am a huge Spurs fan, their reasoning is they're banking on the return to health of Jalen Williams and A.J. Mitchell. If they'll
it really pisses me off, to be honest with you, because the Spurs won. It doesn't matter. Look, if the Spurs would have been hurt and OKC wins, it's the same thing against Oklahoma City. That's why I hate going into series, any kind of series or playoffs or whatever, where the other team is banged up, because it's an automatic excuse. And people are going to use it. Everybody in Oklahoma City is like, yeah, ESPN, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And everybody in New York is saying we are the champs.
Yeah, well, they were already pissed off that Wemby got the cover of the video game, and Jalen Brunson did not.
Screw him.
That's kind of what I think. But it's like I saw this today, and I'm like, why? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Does head-to-head not mean anything? Look, it's unfortunate. And when you're going through a season, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, whatever, the teams with the best health win. It's part of the game. And so using that as an excuse or a reason, to me, it's nonsensical.
Nonsensical.
It's ridiculous. It's part of the journey. And if you're hurt, you're hurt. It's just you're unlucky. Now, granted, the Spurs and Oklahoma City, they put up a hell of a fight without those guys. And I have a feeling that could be the Western Conference Finals again.
I agree with that.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings.
And the question is, will the finals be a rematch between the Knicks and the Spurs, or will it be the Spurs against LeBron James and the Philadelphia 76ers?
Well, I'm not scared of LeBron. The Spurs have already kicked his butt a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be okay.
Well,
hey,
1-1 against him in the finals.
Is that what it is? Well, no, they beat him against Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. You're right. 2-1. I forgot about 07.
Yeah.
Not that I forgot about 07, that LeBron was there. That guy's been a lot of NBA finals.
That was
07.
07. Well, that's right, because Detroit was 05. You're right. Correct.
And the Nets 03.
Yep.
And the Knicks in 99. And the Heat in 14.
All right. A storied history. Are you crying?
I'm thinking about it.
Man, it sounded like you.
We
get minutes of Kleenex?
I remember the good old days. No, I was actually crying about a video that I just saw on Twitter. Mike Vrabel, the head football coach of the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Press conference, brought a puppy to the podium.
Of course he did. He's going to bring a baby tomorrow, and then whatever else he can find. So
my little puppy named Di. You can't ask me hard questions about it. No, I got a puppy. I brought a puppy.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see.
That's true, by the way.
All the stuff that he brings.
Look at this little puppy wearing a Patriots jersey.
You know what's interesting about Vrabel and the Patriots? Nobody is talking about them going back to the Super Bowl. Nobody. I've heard nothing about the Patriots being a favorite in the NFC.
They got to play a real schedule this year.
They do. But again, it's not their fault. They had that schedule. They played who was in front of them, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did. Hey, we're out here at Retama Park in Clubhouse 95. That's where we're at. And having a great time out here. They've got live racing that starts at 6:30 tonight. They're going to have live music. It's just going to be a lot of fun all weekend. Tomorrow night as well. This is the place to be this weekend. In fact, you can come out here right now. They're wide open, and the simulcasts are going, and everybody having a good time. Come on out and see us here at Retama Park. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, if you're looking for a place to get in and watch some games this weekend, any fights that are on, and you just want some good food, get into the Roo Pub there at 281 and Redland Road. You know they have the biggest and best wings in town. Love the fried shrimp over there. They've got about 15 different burgers on the menu, the hot dogs, the chicken sandwiches, the appetizers. They got the best onion rings in the city. I'm told their salads are great, and that kitchen is open late every day with the full menu available. If you're heading down to the coast, make sure you check out the Roo Pub in Rockport. It is open. It is rocking. And Roo Pub number 3 will open in the greater San Antonio area, not far from where we are right now, just in time for football season. Stay tuned to the Ingram Bar Group on social media or ingrambargroup.com for more info on that. In the meantime, get into the Roo Pub. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game, just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
If you or someone you love is struggling with alcohol or drug use, you do not have to carry it alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. We help people take the next step with compassion, privacy, and no judgment. You do not need all the answers, just a safe place to start. And 90% of our services are provided at no cost. Call Cicada at 210-225-4741. That's 210-225-4741. Or visit cicada.org.
Tamalitos Authentic Mexican Food is now available at 11210 Nacogdoches Road. And don't forget, Tamalitos Restaurants is giving away over $1,000 at the upcoming Back to School Drive on Saturday, August 1st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Gomez Law Firm. It's Texas Quarter Horse Racing's biggest weekend at Retama Park. Don't miss the live racing action. Friday is the big summer showdown with 6 incredible stakes races. And Saturday is the Retama Park Derby and the over 638,000 TQHA Futurity Race. Enjoy live music every Friday night during the races. Reserve your seat in terrace dining now or save your spot in San Antonio's best sports bar, Clubhouse 95. Visit tickets.retamapark.com for all the details.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
The greatest shopping event of the summer is here. Macy's Black Friday and July sale is back, where you'll find 40 to 60% savings on all the hottest summer fashion and more. Don't wait. Get first dibs on everything you love about Black Friday shopping, from unbeatable sales across the store to curated styles for the season at lower than low prices. Head to Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday shopping adventure smack dab in the middle of summer. It's the can't miss sale of the month, Black Friday and July at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online, mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price to have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
It is the news of the day, the decision. LeBron James is headed east to join the Philadelphia 76ers. 2-year, $8 million deal with its second year, a player option. James did say this is his final free agency choice. The other bit of news today, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid says his quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, has been cleared for practice. That's amazing.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
And we are live out at Retama Park, Clubhouse 95. That's where we are today. Happy to be out here today because it's a big weekend here at Retama Park. A lot of live racing and some big races, by the way, out here at Retama Park tonight and tomorrow night. So make your plans to head on out here to Retama Park. Well, both nights if you can. If not, pick one. Come on out here and have a good time. Have some food, some drinks, all of that kind of stuff. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix.
And that's the point. I know, like, I just got a text from a friend of mine that is going to AC/DC, talking about a lot of heavy metal rock and rollers walking around downtown and, getting ready for AC/DC tonight. He also, I can't say that on air, but, let Joe do the last hour. Get down here.
The hell? Who's that?
Beer Santa.
Beer Santa?
Beer Santa.
Dude. That might cost him a case of flight.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it for that. If Beer Santa wants to pony up some flight,
I gotta work. It's part of it.
I'm just saying.
You know. just saying. But when you look at it, I mean, so yeah, if you're going to ACDC tonight, like I am, cool. Tomorrow night, get out here to Retama Park. Tomorrow night, both nights really, but tomorrow night, all those, horses from the sale will be in the race next year on this night. That's what tomorrow night is. Over $600,000 in prize money.
And that's incredible, though. And the horses have to be purchased at Freeman Coliseum to be eligible to race in this race. And I find that fascinating. So people that know about that kind of stuff are down at Freeman Coliseum purchasing a horse that they hope will make them a lot of money. And I that is just so cool. I wouldn't know what the heck to look for. I mean, obviously, when we were talking to the folks here at Retama Park, it's like the bloodlines and this and that. But, I mean, still, you're talking about 50, 60, 70 grand. It's a hell of a risk. You're betting right there.
I mean, but if you're in that business,
yes,
and you go, hell, we worked with the guy at the radio station who was always into horse racing, and that's what he does now. His title, he's a bloodstock agent, whatever the hell that means.
Man, that just sounds scary.
It does. You're a what?
Yeah.
That you're right. It just sounds weird. Now, on our YouTube page, and you guys can watch on YouTube through sasportstar.com, our open, talks about the voices you trust in San Antonio because of Joe's long media career here as a TV guy and me on radio all these years. And Wesley says, voices we trust, ? Hell no. Y'all are trying to sell Joe as a Cowboys cheerleader. Now, I mean, you can still trust us and we could have fun. But that's almost as bad as Mike Vrabel showing up at a podium with a puppy. Now, you wonder, and this is clear by design, and Pledge, don't take the cheerleader picture down. I mean, that picture would be okay if Joe didn't have boobs in it. That's just.
Granted, I didn't make that picture. Somebody else did it, and that's fine. The jealousy of all of y'all is incredible.
I mean, the abs I would take. The boobs I can't. I mean, you should be proud of those abs.
I was working on my boobs today.
Were you?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to know about what you and Ray do at the gym.
It was chest day.
Good. You got chesticles. But Vrabel, and I'm curious, at some point during training camp, is somebody going to try to get him to comment on Diana Rossini? Yes. Apparently, that did not happen today. But the dude literally showed up at the podium with a puppy. And Pledge is showing the video on our YouTube page right now, if you haven't seen it, of Mike Vrabel and his puppy wearing a damn Patriots jersey.
I'll do my best here with BB.
Okay,
so
BB.
Welcome everybody. It's good to see you guys. Something that we did last year, obviously the first day of training camp was the Patriots program that Dana Kraft implemented last year and was really successful. Did a lot of really good work, not only for these dogs, but for the families that adopted them. So I think we've almost got 60 dogs this year. And so if anybody's looking to add to their roster at home, we would love for you to be able to adopt these dogs tomorrow. I think some of them are already spoken for. Me and BB are making quick friends here. German Shepherd mix. So I've been working with her all year. She's going to try to protect me. If anybody gets out of control. So we're gonna let her roam around. You see how she does on this podium here? She's nervous. I'll do my best here with BB.
I think it's a good idea.
Welcome everybody.
It's a great cause, and I love it. A couple of things there, It's a German Shepherd trying to protect me. So if you ask me about Diana, she'll bite you.
Yeah.
And I named it BB, Bill Belichick. So when she poops on the floor and I spank her and rub her nose in it, I'm Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. Well, you know what? Here's the thing, and this is for a good cause, and I get it. I don't know how y'all feel about that. You're probably going to sound like a complete donkey myself. Don't you hate it when professional athletes bring their kids up to the podium? Or does that not bother anybody? Because it bothers me. You're working. All right? You're working. Just do your thing and then go say hello to your kids.
You know, can I be on the fence on this?
No, that's not your job to be on the fence.
I mean, when it's like the kid at the store that's annoying. Control your kids. When they're on the podium and just hanging out, I don't care if your kids are up there. It's special.
Special?
It's special for them because they're going to be on TV and they're hanging out with dad. But when the kid is, talking over or keeping the athlete from answering the questions and doing a real press conference or interview, because that's what they're there to do, because everybody working is on a deadline after a game. And if you're the star of the show, your comments are important. And if the kid is keeping you from fulfilling your obligation, I do have a problem with it. When they're not, I'll go back to after the Spurs won in 2014, and Tim Duncan is doing the on-court interview with Stuart Scott, and he's got his kids with him. His kids know how to act, and they were fine. I've got no problem if the kids are there, unless they're becoming a bit of a distraction in that way. But to your point, yeah, man, most of us don't bring our kids to work.
Well, no, and I don't know why that bothers me, and it's not something I'm going to lose my mind over. But it just don't, especially if you lost the game and you're bringing your kid up there thinking that's going to soften the blow, and typically it does. And I don't understand it, and I wish that it wasn't allowed. Because, again, you've got a job to do. That's part of your job, is answering questions by the media. It just is. Whether anybody out there agrees with it or not, it is a part of an athlete's job. They are required to do media interviews. And to bring your kid up to the podium, I don't know. I know that's going to make me sound like a complete monster, but it's just like stop.
I'm with you. See, and Colby on our YouTube page says fans don't care about podium, only media care about podium. See, and Colby, that's where you are just dead wrong. Fans do care about what's going on the podium, which is why so many people show what's going on live. You see SportsCenter go right to the podium. You see local news, like during the playoffs, you saw, Don Harris or Larry Ramirez or Nate Ryan, let's go to the podium live, even if it was like during the news time, or dare I say the weather time.
That's right.
Because when they got to the podium, because there's enough research out there that says, you know what, that used to just be for the media, and you got the clips that the media thought was the worthy soundbite answer to share with the general public. But enough people wanted to watch the podium. You see everybody, Scott Van Pelt, live to the podium. He's also probably going to interview that same person later in the show live. So don't tell me podium doesn't matter. All these teams and their YouTube channels and their social channels are showing the podium with lots of engagement, lots of viewers, because fans want to see that.
And again, it may not matter to you, Colby. That's fine. If you don't give a damn about it, that's okay. But a lot of people do, and for all the reasons Jason just mentioned, that's why we all take it live. And it is a part of the job, because sports fans want to know if it was a good performance, how you feeling about that, or whatever the case may be. And guy's got a tray full of alcohol here. I thought he'd bring it over here.
I mean,
he could have handed us a bottle.
I mean, he wouldn't have missed it.
It is important, and people want to hear from the athletes after games. That's why they do it. Otherwise, if the NFL or the NBA or Major League Baseball, or name one, didn't think it was important, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't be required to do it by their league. And so at this point in time, right now, as we sit here today, athletes are required to meet with the media. It's just a part of the job.
It is. It's a part of the job. Feel better about getting that off your chest?
Well, I do, but, it's never going to change, because the commissioners are not going to have the stones to tell these guys that they can't bring their kids up to the podium.
And the other part about the importance of podium, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like SEC Media Days were this week.
Yeah.
And ESPN carried every SEC coach's podium live.
Yeah.
The American was media days yesterday and this morning. And you know what? Jeff Traylor on the podium live. Every coach in the American live. Tim Pernetti, their commissioner, live. And he had some interesting things to say, too.
He did have some interesting things to say. And, well, we'll let you hear him from the podium when we return live from Matama Park. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Hey, I don't know what you're doing this weekend. Before you come out here to Retama Park, you can actually go play a little golf. How about that? Golf Club of Texas is the place to do that. You need to go to golfclubtexas.com and book your tee time there. The best rates are always online right there. If you can't play Saturday or Sunday, it doesn't matter. You can play Monday. You can play Tuesday. How about Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday? Doesn't matter. Any day that ends in Y, you can play golf at the Golf Club of Texas because they are open 7 days a week. That's right. When you go out there, I guarantee you that golf course is about as plush as you're going to find because of all the rain that's happened and just the way that they take care of that golf course. It is outstanding out there. You're going to think it's one of those schwanky private clubs because that's what it looks like. It's not, though. It is open to the public 7 days a week. You're going to get treated like royalty when you get out there. Their staff is absolutely fantastic. And then you got to visit the 10 Cup Bar and Grill. You have to. The food is great. They've got a full bar. They've got beer choices galore that you can enjoy there at the 10 Cup Bar and Grill. And you can load up a cooler and take it with you out on the golf course. Well, that's what Jason and I do all the time. And we loaded up several times, as a matter of fact. The 10 Cup Bar and Grill is outstanding. And let me tell you something. Even if you just want to go out there and take your family out there, it is a great place to take the family to go eat. And it's not going to break the bank. And get this, the 10 Cup Bar and Grill is open every day until 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. If you can't play golf, but you just want to practice a little bit, they've got a lighted driving range out at the Golf Club of Texas. It is open every day until 11 o'clock. So you can get out there. There's no excuse not to get out there and practice and play and enjoy some great food and drink at the Golf Club of Texas. You know where it is exactly. Briggs Ranch Road right there off Highway 90. Whether it's for dinner at the 10 Cup or around with your buddies, your next tournament, you got to go check them out. Again, best rates always online at golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
San Antonio Sports Star sending our boys to see the boys. Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California begins Monday afternoon, August 3rd at 2. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds and AARP San Antonio, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases. We do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Craft beers, full bar, hard kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, and massive LED screens. Attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit NovoBrew.com. That's NOVOBrew.com.
San Antonio, Tamalitos Restaurant is now open on 11210 Nacogdoches Road. Stop in for authentic Mexican food and unbeatable lunch specials every day. Brisket sandwiches, beef tacos or enchiladas, and more. Tamalitos Restaurant on 11210 Nacogdoches Road.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription. And I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it, because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
This is Andrew Monaco, and you're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Won't be long till we're talking with Andrew Monaco, because we'll be talking a little Aggie football. Looking forward to that, no doubt. Today, though, happy to be here at Retama Park. That's where we are. This is the Blitz 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix. And, boy, I tell you what, Jason, as I look at the clock, it's 5:20. Live racing gets underway here in a little over an hour. And folks are getting excited.
Well, they are getting excited, especially in Philadelphia. Are they getting excited? Because LeBron James made his decision. He's going to Philadelphia. We asked on our YouTube poll question, and you still have time to go vote. Over 100 votes. Did LeBron make the right decision? It is 50-50.
50-50.
50-50. Now, folks in Philadelphia, over the moon excited. And a sports station, 97.5 The Fanatic in Philadelphia, has rebranded at 97.5 LeBron, home of King James.
Wow.
Well played for a radio station. Obviously, that's temporary, but that's pretty, the level of excitement that they had in Philadelphia that they might get a chance to actually go win before they added LeBron. I saw the governor made it LeBron James Day. Had a whole thing on social media, whereas they still are going to lose to Wemby, but enjoy your moment now.
Well, they better hope they get by the Knicks and everybody else in the East. That team, though, is on paper right now is loaded. It really is. You can't count on Joel Embiid, though, to play a full season. That's been proven. I love Tyrese Maxey. I think he's one of the most exciting players in the NBA. He's something else. But you just never know how the season is going to play out. But you know they're excited. They would have been excited at Golden State or obviously Cleveland or Miami. It would have been the same kind of treatment, I think. And Philadelphia wins the sweepstakes, and so they're taking advantage of it.
Well, and again, the one place where you think he can go and be the difference maker for a championship. Golden State, they weren't going to win a title. Miami wasn't going to win a title. Cleveland wasn't going to win a title. For basketball reasons, LeBron James going to Philadelphia, an already title contender. Now, the best odds in the East to get to the NBA Finals. Spurs still, according to BetOnline, the best odds to win. Oklahoma City second. Philadelphia is in front of New York, which are now at 9-1.
Well, yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. The good news for LeBron is that he's not going to have to play a lot of minutes. He's going to be able to, I think, and I'm not talking about, resting, but I'm just talking about minutes wise. He's not, I don't think, going to be required to play a lot of minutes. Look, because I think as it sit here today, and Claymore put up the potential starting lineup. You got Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Embiid, and LeBron. LeBron's what, fourth option on that particular lineup right there?
And I think he's okay with that.
Well, he has to be.
And or he wouldn't have gone there.
Right.
But he was the third option for the Lakers this year behind Luka and Austin Reeves. So I think understanding where you are in your career, I don't know that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, LeBron would have made that kind of decision. Now, he joined the Heatles, but instantly, while that was Dwayne Wade's team, LeBron took over that team probably 3 minutes into the first practice, right?
Yeah,
sure. He's not going to do that here.
Well, he was in his prime then, too.
Yeah.
So there's the difference. But I'm glad they're happy in Philadelphia. Good for them.
It'll be interesting. Although this year's Army-Navy game is in New York.
Yes.
A lot of times it's in Philadelphia, but the last several years they've been rotating it in different cities there in the Northeast. So in December, we will be in New York for this version of the Army-Navy game. And that is a special deal. And all the talk about expansion, they are doing everything they can, excuse me, to protect the Army-Navy game and keep it in a window by itself. Tim Pernetti, the commissioner of The Athletic, was asked today at the American Media Days about everything going on to protect the great Army-Navy game.
It's not a rumor. I can tell you that much. It's a fact. And I'd say a few things. One is more personal to the American is, I mentioned Army and Navy and the value they're bringing into this league. But I inherited the relationships that we have and the structure of all these agreements. And blue sky, would it be great for the Army-Navy game to be part of the media rights for the conference? Of course it would. But the reality is we have leaned into embracing the Army-Navy game and trying to create value for the American within the Army-Navy game. You know, I would tell you this jersey thing, this uniform thing they do every year is spectacular. And I love the unveiling because the first thing that pops off the jerseys at me is the American Conference mark. So we get a lot of value out of that event. And it's well known that they're American Conference football programs. It doesn't matter who owns the rights to what game. I will protect and defend the Army-Navy game as commissioner of this league. It's that important to the conference. They're important as members. The flip side of everything going on in the CFP room, they're not rumors. We've been talking about expansion. We met in Denver. We had great conversations about all the scenarios. We don't really know what media rights might look like for an expanded playoff. We don't know how the calendar is going to work. But at the top of the pile for every commissioner in that room is we have to make sure we properly situate the Army-Navy game. And Army and Navy, I think they're realists. Things are expanding, but that protected window is really important. And it's part of the calculus in that entire room of commissioners as we think about the future of the playoff. And we've done a lot of work to get it there, but we're very comfortable that it's going to be an important part of the discussion and that we'll land it in the right place.
You know what's interesting about that, and it almost happened last year, Jason, but Navy is projected right now preseason to win the American Conference.
Mm-hmm.
They are the number one team in the American Conference right now. So you could have a scenario, if that plays out and they win the American, obviously they're going to be in the playoff. And they will have to juggle that Army-Navy game, or not juggle it, but figure out how to make it work, because Navy is going to have their obviously have their hands full, and their schedule is going to be what it's going to be. And then to protect this game, that's going to take some maneuvering, I think.
And, you know, obviously, because expansion is such a real conversation, and Tim Pernetti talked about the expansion and where they're at right now.
So access to the college football playoff, everybody's favorite topic. It's an important conversation. The work being done by the CFP Management Committee has been productive, and it's been challenging. A lot's going to happen before any decision to alter the 12-team format is made. But I would tell you this, everybody wants decisions, but decisions deserve to be debated and informed. The Americans' position on the CFP is clear. It's been clear and consistent from the start. We believe teams should have the opportunity to earn it on the field. And we're supportive of an expanded playoff that provides more access for every conference. Our football programs are built to compete for championships. We're asking for two things: fairness and common sense. Here's a fact. 51% of FBS schools competing in football are outside the autonomy conferences. So in any expanded format, including the one you're reading about, that could double the field to 24 teams, access should double for everyone. Innovation, grit, service, change, leadership, football. These are more than words on a page.
You know, and I get it because he's a group of 5 commissioner fighting for every inch he can get. But I'll go back to something that I've said for years. There needs to be a Power 4 conference and a group of conference playoff, because we saw, what was it, Tulane last year? They get in and then they go get destroyed. Do we realistically think, and I know he's the commissioner and he's going to stand up for his guys and the programs, and would I love to see UTSA get in? Yes. But is UTSA going to beat an Ohio State in the playoffs? No, not. Is there going to be that magical 1 year? Possibly. But in reality, and that's where I like to live, no. And it's unfortunate, right? I mean, winning a conference championship is a realistic goal for UTSA in football. Winning a national championship is a pipe dream.
It is, but if you remember, going back to last year's Army-Navy game, we interviewed Tim Pernetti, and we talked about Tulane, and we talked about his teams, and asked the question, do you think your teams can compete with the big ones? He said yes.
Well, of course.
And I know, but that's the problem you're going to run into. I totally agree with you on separating them. But I think these commissioners are of the mindset that their teams can compete with the big boys, even though most people know that they can't. But Tim Pernetti flat out told us, yes, I believe they can. Now, we didn't get a chance to talk to him after Tulane got their ass kicked, but that's the hurdle you're going to have to face.
And I would expect that, a Tim Pernetti is going to believe in their conference champion that they could go do that, just like UTSA, the week that they go up and they play the Texas Longhorns, they're going in to win the game. A coach, a quarterback, somebody on there, they're not going to say they can't go win it. And again, if everything breaks right, maybe they can. But in reality, and I know he wants another seat at the table. If it expands, then get 2 or 3 teams in.
Right.
I want more football. I want more competitive football. If we're talking about playoffs, the best of the best, there's a reason why the 6A state championship doesn't play the 1A or 2A state champion.
Sure. I totally agree with you, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to see that happen, to split those 2 groups up. But I think it's going to take a hell of a lot of convincing. It's like we're trying to get sports gambling, and it's a tough thing. I think it'd be a very difficult thing to get these commissioners to admit that they just can't compete with the Texases and Ohio States and the Michigans and all the rest. And Tim Pernetti, just going back to what he said and how he said it, and that's how they're going to feel. Now, if behind closed doors they feel a different way, that's possible, certainly. But I just don't think publicly they're ever going to admit that their schools cannot compete with the big schools in the Power 4 conferences.
No, unless there is some real TV money behind 2 sets of playoffs.
Right.
Then Tim Pernetti has to fight the battle that's there. We don't want an expanded playoff and still only get 1 invite. And I get that. And if there's no legitimate discussion about a group of playoff, then I fully expect Tim Pernetti to fight the fight that he's fighting. And I got to believe he believes what he's fighting for. And we've met that man. He is passionate. He is a cool dude. I like Tim Pernetti. That is a great dude and perfect in the role that he is in. Because if you want somebody to go in those rooms with all those suits and fight your battle, Tim Pernetti's perfect for that job. And without any other real option right now, that's what he's got to go do. But it just feels like a losing effort. And those bigger commissioners and bigger conferences, is the third or fourth best team in the SEC or the Big Ten better than the champion out of the American or any of the other group of conferences? And the answer is probably yes. If we want competitive, good football in the playoffs, then Tim Pernetti, you're not going to get your way. If we're trying to be fair for everybody, which the world isn't fair, I get why the commissioners in the other conferences don't want to share money and just have everybody at the same dinner table. You've got the grown-up table at Thanksgiving and the kids' table for a reason. Well, and look, we'll get an opportunity to see just with UTSA. They play Texas. Is it week 2 or 3? Week 3? Yeah. Texas State plays Texas. And those things that I know UTSA, what was it, 3 years ago, they played Texas tough. They did. They still lost, but they played them tough. And it's just the chances, can lightning strike once? Yes. But typically it's just not. And it's just they're outgunned money-wise, talent-wise, and all of it. Odd question for you. Yeah. Is plus 35 good if you're a really good golfer? Plus 35? Yeah. In what respect? If you're 35 over par, no. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, 35 over. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm reading. Romo was playing in the Wisconsin Amateur. He was plus 35. Insanely hard course. The winner was 3 over. Well, it depends. I mean, that may not just be one round. That could be 3 or 4. Still, it's not very good if he's 35 over par. No. Maybe that's why he got drunk. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Or maybe he was drinking and shot 35 over and then got in the car. Yeah, could be. But according to reports, he was 35 over. 35 over. That's no, that's not good. No, not at all. That's breaking 100, right? I'd be happy with plus 35. Well, I mean, if it's 4 rounds and you're 7 over every day, what is typically 79, maybe 77, depending on so that's just not one round. Course. I have a hard time believing that. He would shot 100, and I think Romo's a better player than that. I mean, I'd be happy to shoot 100. Well, I get it, but I'm just saying I think he's a better player than that. It had to be 3 or 4 rounds. That would be my guess. We'll find out during the break. Hey, we're live at Retama Park. That's where we are. We will talk some Tony Romo. Unfortunately for Tony, he had a DUI in Wisconsin yesterday. And, well, not good. Hopefully it won't affect his CBS thing, but who knows? It might. You just never know. We'll talk about that, and we'll wrap things up live from Retama Park when we continue here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits 1, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits 2. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddles, Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Scorching hot deals are here at North Park Chevrolet's Heart of Summer event. Get 0% interest for 60 months on a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom and don't make any payments until October. Or drive home a new 2026 Traverse for just $36,999. Or lease a new 2027 Equinox LT for just $399 a month. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Hey, this is Lauren. And a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's going to add the protein that you need. The eggs with those crispy nuggets. It's the ultimate combo. Hi, this is Maya, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's packed with protein. Having Chick-fil-A chicken in a breakfast burrito is just phenomenal to me. You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns. It's just complete, honestly.
Order the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your savings? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Text SECURE to 989898.
Uncover the root of your problems and improve the quality of your life. I'm Dr. Torres from the Institute for Functional Health. For more than a decade, we have helped people restore energy, vitality, libido, and drive. Most patients come to us because they feel unheard or stuck. Schedule your discovery day. We'll talk about your history, run advanced testing, and build a personalized plan that fits your life. We have helped thousands of people just like you. Call 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. 210-468-1891.
AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson in the morning.
Coming up on the AJ and Rob show, it's beginning to feel a lot like football season. We'll talk about that, and we got plenty of non-sports stuff to get into as well. We'll be your cure for the post-weekend blues. Party starts at 6.
AJ and Rob, weekday mornings 6 to 10, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Back here live at Retama Park. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix. Man, it's been a great time out here at Retama Park today, no doubt about it. And they're just getting started, man, with the festivities.
They are. Big weekend, big night, big, huge. So much going on here at Retama Park when you think about, they call it, we were talking to Brian Pettigrew earlier today. He's the big boss man here. The Kentucky Derby for San Antonio, that kind of excitement level. Of course, the Retama Derby, the big quarter horse racing and all that. It's just going to be an incredible night. Live bands everywhere. So much going on here at Retama Park.
A lot happening, yes. And a lot of folks have been out here a lot of the day enjoying the festivities out here. Here's an interesting question. I'm looking at this. Now, I know my answer, and I'm wondering, there's a tweet that says, if LeBron wins a championship with Philadelphia, are you putting him over Jordan?
No.
Well, I'm not either. But it's an interesting question.
Well, LeBron James is one of the greatest players to ever play in the NBA.
Sure.
But there are guys our age will never move anybody past Michael Jordan. I don't care what Victor Wembanyama does in the NBA. He will never move past Michael Jordan for me. And I think that will be that way for a lot of people. There are people that are 15, 20 years younger than us that LeBron James is that guy.
Because they never saw Michael.
Just like I never saw Dr. J. I never saw Wilt. I never, you know what I mean? At least not when I was old enough to really understand that I was watching greatness, right? So, but at the same time, and I respect what LeBron James has done, but Kobe Bryant, I think you could debate who's number 2 on the list, right? Is it Kobe or is it LeBron? Is he a Hall of Famer? Does he get all the accolades? Absolutely. But when you talk about the best, and then Michael Jordan won his titles with one team. I don't blame LeBron for being well-traveled, although I do appreciate a player like a Tim Duncan, that will play their entire career in one place.
Absolutely.
And, and for, like none of us remember Tony Parker going off and doing whatever he did before. You know what I mean? But there is something to be said about LeBron James going from he got a crap Cleveland team to the finals, but then he joined a super team in Miami. And, I know he's got 4 rings, but it took Jim Kelly and those Buffalo Bills a long time to get credit for, dude, you guys went to 4 straight Super Bowls. You didn't win a damn well, but it took a long time for them to get the credit for, that was one hell of an accomplishment.
It was.
And I think 20 years from now, we will look at LeBron James and say, dude, you made it to the finals how many times? You're not going to think about the losses like we do now. Like, yeah, you won 4, but look at how many you lost. It's that you got there that many times. And that is kind of underscoring the greatness that he is as a player.
Look, there's no doubt that LeBron is one hell of a player, and he's up there near the top, without a doubt. The things that Michael Jordan could do, you can't duplicate. And I think Kobe Bryant, to your point, may be the closest that I've seen to what Michael did. But Jordan just was like a magician on the basketball court with some of the stuff that he did. And while you're mentioning the Buffalo Bills, I am old enough to remember Fran Tarkington and the Minnesota Vikings, who also got to the Super Bowl 4 times and didn't win one. Those were some great teams back in the day that had to play in some of the worst conditions ever.
Yep.
Bud Grant was their head coach, and he just
none
looked like
degrees outside, and he's in short sleeves.
Yeah, dude,
what the hell's wrong with him?
It's just crazy they had to play outside in Minnesota. But I digress. And again, LeBron James, I know I make fun of him. All due respect to that man. There's no question about it. How can you not have respect for him if you're any kind of sports fan at all? But he will never overtake Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan just, again, the best I've ever seen. And look, I can say that as a fan. You can say that as a fan. But there are NBA players that say that. Say the same thing. That there was – I heard Dennis Rodman. Obviously, they were teammates. But he said that there's no comparison to what Michael did and what LeBron does. There's just not. But he's not the only one. I've heard several, and it's Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
And again, my answer would be the same. But also, let's look at it this way. LeBron James joined a team that was already going to be a legit NBA contender, and he is the 3rd or 4th option on that team, on that Philadelphia team.
Sure.
They might win the championship with or without LeBron James.
Yes.
If LeBron James would have joined, say, Miami or Cleveland and was the focal player of one of those 2 teams, and I know there's other stars there, but he was the dominant guy, and they go and win a championship, I think your argument for does he leapfrog Michael Jordan would hold a little more weight than basically jumping on somebody else's private jet that's already gassed up and ready to go.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Now, there are reports out there and people talking that he would have gone to Cleveland had they figured out a way to get rid of James Harden. And that was a big sticking point for him. He didn't want to play with Harden. So I don't know if Cleveland couldn't do that, didn't want to do that, or what the case was, but that could have been part of it. I don't buy the whole Anthony Davis thing, to be totally honest with you, with Golden State. Maybe there was something to that. I just don't think Anthony Davis, and we've already talked about it. Hell, the Bleacher Report says he's the most overrated player in basketball, and it's hard to argue that. So I don't know if that was the case, but I think he saw an opportunity with Philadelphia for all the reasons you just pointed out. They're stacked already, and they're ready to go. What I find interesting is, and people may or may not remember this, Jaylen Brown was very critical of one Bronny James when he first got into the league, saying he was not an NBA player. He has to go to the G League, and it was well publicized at the time. It's going to be interesting to see that conversation the first time those two get together, or if that will be brought up.
I'm sure it will be brought up at some point. I mean, there's going to be some, but that's part of it. But LeBron James made the best basketball decision, and I imagine there's a lot of fan bases out there saying $8 million.
Yeah,
we could have had LeBron for $8 million.
Well, we're seeing it on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page.
And here in San Antonio, LeBron James for $8 million?
Yeah.
I mean, and apparently there were some discussions, right? I get all of that, but at the same time, like, really, $8 million? I know he said he wasn't going to play for a whole lot of money. But a part of me was, I'll believe it when I see it. $8 million.
Yeah, well, $8 million. And let's face it, and LeBron's put himself in a good position because the second year of that contract is his option.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a one and done.
Yeah. So it may be a one and done. And see, depending on what they do and how they do it. But I'm kind of with you. I think LeBron just wants to play one more year, have that kind of retirement tour,
rocking chair,
if you will,
get gifts everywhere.
And
he goes.
Although people aren't going to do that until he says something, because look. He signed a 2-year contract, albeit it is a player option, but I mean, he could come back.
I'm sure that helps with the finances. When his tweet, and you just got to take the guy at his word, right? At this point, his tweet, how much he seriously considered retirement. And when you are at that point, now, maybe that factored into why it took so long for him to actually make a decision, because obviously it's not about money, because he's only playing for $8 million. The idea that when you're that close to retirement, but do you feel like you still have something left to offer? He was playing great basketball at the end of the season. He doesn't look like a broken down has-been. So, but this is it. This is going to be one more year. When you were that close to retirement last year, you've got the option. But my guess is he knows this is a one-year deal. And the interesting part is the new GM of Philadelphia, he and LeBron go back to the high school days.
Crazy story.
The GM of the Philadelphia 76ers finished runner-up to LeBron James as Mr. Ohio basketball back when they were in high school.
That's crazy.
And so obviously relationships there that are and they've been friends and whatever for a long time. And I wonder how much that factored in. You get Jaylen Brown for damn near nothing. And then you sign LeBron James. That's one hell of an offseason for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Executive of the year. He might be the leader right now as far as that goes. We'll wait and see how that all plays out. But, again, Philadelphia, I think for him, Philadelphia, a lot of so-called experts were saying Minnesota would have been a good spot for him as well. But I do think he made a good spot. If he truly wants to win a ring, he says he does, Philadelphia is probably the best spot for him with all the teams that were involved or reportedly involved. And so he goes there. We'll see how Jaylen Brown and Tyrese Maxey treat him as far as, there's a couple of guys that need the basketball right there, both of them. And we'll see how that works out. Joel Embiid, how much does he play? Will he be injured all year? That's the key. To me, the beneficiary, I think, of this trade more than anything else is VJ Edgecombe. I think he's going to learn more from LeBron James than anybody else could teach him. And I think having a year with LeBron is going to elevate Edgecombe's game more than we know right now. That young man is a rising star as it is. And I think with a little tutoring from LeBron James, I think the sky's the limit for him. So I think he's the biggest beneficiary of this trade.
Well, and yeah, I mean, the good news, and LeBron's a smart guy when it comes to marketing and PR. Make the announcement on a Friday. He did it, mid-morning. Thought it was interesting right after Stephen A. Smith went off the air. I don't know if that was by design, but those two. And Monday, training camp start. And the sports world is going to be focused on football. And if LeBron James would have waited into next week, he wouldn't get near the attention that he will get tonight and through the weekend. And then on Monday as well, because the Stephen A's and all those shows are going to have to react. Rob and AJ. AJ was in the office earlier just bitch. Why'd you wait till my show was over? LeBron doesn't care about AJ Hoffman, but he does care about Stephen A. Smith.
He does. He does. And again, if that was on purpose, I think it's funny as hell. I mean, I really do. But I couldn't believe it. Sitting there at the kitchen, I wasn't expecting this today. I mean, I really was not. So it was a surprise when I saw the alert. And, well, there we go. I was happy to get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, on a Friday.
Absolutely. And kids, I got to tell you, this weekend, make sure you go by the San Antonio Sports Star socials, Instagram, Facebook, because there is a Photoshop photo of Joe Reinagle and his new favorite NFL player, Micah Parsons.
Yeah, which all are exaggerations. Don't believe stuff you see online or on social media. You always have to check and fact check and all of that stuff. I'm still not a fan of Micah Parsons, so that won't change. Although he does have a foot fetish, apparently.
His tweet.
And there's AI out there of him giving me a nice foot massage, and I'm in a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. And so, some of you guys out there are just creepy as hell. You get these thoughts in your head, and you're like, this is kind of creepy as hell. But I got nice boobs. The abs are in. The legs are nice. So I guess I can't complain.
Micah Parsons with his Green Bay Packers lotion rubbing your feet.
Yeah, that's
in full uniform.
Yeah. In full uniform.
I mean, who would have thought Rex Ryan, Joe Reinagle, Micah Parsons, foot fetish people.
Foot fetishes. Yeah.
Joe's toes. Put them in my mouth.
What a great club that is to belong to, huh? Micah, Sexy Rexy, and Joe Reinagle.
Joe's toes. Yummy.
Craziness. It has been a blast being out here at Retama Park today. We appreciate the folks at Retama Park having us out here today. A lot of excitement. They're just getting started. They've got live racing coming up here in a little less than an hour or so, and a lot of it happening here. And then tomorrow as well. And good racing. I'm telling you, it's good live racing. If you've never seen live racing, horse racing, it is a blast. It is a lot of fun. So come on out here to Retama Park. Make your plans either tonight, tomorrow night, or both. Either way, thanks to them. Pledge, you got a show?
I do.
All right, extra innings with Pledger. Coming up next here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday, the fellas, AJ, Rob, 6 a.m., Minix and I at 2. We'll see you then. Until then, have a great weekend, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going